Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
1 second, please. 1 minute. हाँ, थोड़ा सा और रुक जाइएगा. Okay. First of all, am I audible to all of you? Good afternoon, Paul. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Fateh. Thank you, Fateha. Sorry. Saidur, Ashish, Ajmol. This is Deepak, Nikam, Babul. Priya has also joined us. Mahi has also joined. Who else has joined? Dakshit, Shivani, Mukta, Akshar Kumar, Deepika, Vedehi, Nane, Nilima, Preeti Rai. Very good afternoon. How are you, Preeti? Arif Khan. All right, let's get started. First of all, are you able to see the slides there? Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
I can. Yeah.
Is the slide visible to you, Deepak Nikam?
Yes, ma'am. I can see.
And my voice is clear to all of you? Saaf sunai
Yes,
de-
your
Okay, thank you.
your voice is good.
Just to start the session then. Very good afternoon, all of you. This is Veena, who has just signed in from Hello English. I hope everybody is doing fine. We are back again with another session of parts of speech, which is supposed to be the continuation effort. This time that we are talking about, that means this is the subject, this is the topic, this is the section that we are talking here about. Thank you. I think most of you must have understood what we talked about. Parts of speech was the noun, then we came up to pronoun, then we discussed about adjectives, and in adjectives also different forms. With pronouns also we were talking about different forms. Today we are going to talk about a part of speech which really takes a lot of, lot of focus, lot of attention, and if this part is not understood, you will really have a tough time. And what are we here talking about? We are talking here about verbs. So let's get started. शुरू करें. आप लोग करना क्या है, देखिए अपने साथ में रखिएगा नोट पैड और पेन, ताकि आप इन सब चीजों को कॉपी कर सकें और देखें कि आप जो भी हम बात कर रहे हैं उसको रिलेट कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि आपको सैटरडे संडे इससे रिलेटेड आपको प्रैक्टिस करनी है. लेट मी सी अजमोल, आशीष, दीपक, पॉल, प्रिया एंड सुजाता. जस्ट अ काइंड रिक्वेस्ट, एक बार हाँ ना पे बता दीजिएगा. वर्ब्स लिखा हुआ है, रेगुलर और इरेगुलर आपको दिख रहा है. I hope all of you are able to see it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, Paul. Thank you so much. Preeti Rai, and absolutely fine. I know मोहनता क्लास करनी है मुझे पता है मुझे अपने बारे में, लेकिन थोड़ा सा बेटा there are few things. Srishti, thank you for joining. Alauddin, Deepika, कुछ चीजें होती है जो हमें करनी पड़ती है. आइए शुरू करते हैं. Let's talk about the regular and the irregular form of the verbs. Just a second, please. Okay, just 1 second, please. Okay, this slide is very small, so I'll just go to the other part. 1 second, रुकिएगा, है ना? Okay, so what are we here going to talk about? The verb, what is its verb? Basically, verb is talking about the description, a described form, which is in the action form. So आपको verb करता क्या है? Verb हमें 2-4 चीजों के बारे में बताता है, और वो 2-4 चीजें हमारी क्या होती हैं? These verbs are basically talking to us about अ टाइम पीरियड, मतलब जब मैं कहती हूँ किसी बात को तो कहती क्यों हूँ, पहले तो मैं बात अपने एक्सप्रेशन क्यों देना चाहती हूँ, बिकॉज आई माइट बी टॉकिंग अबाउट something which is happening in this present time, or something which has happened, or something which happened in the last period of time but it is getting continued right now. होता है क्या है, कई बार कोई काम ऐसे होते हैं जिसमें हमें कुछ एक सेक्शंस को दिखाना पड़ता है. फॉर एग्जांपल हम आज की बात कर रहे हैं या पहले जो बात हो चुकी है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं, या आने वाले कल की बात कर रहे हैं, या वो रिलेटेड है, या ये तीनों पीरियड रिलेटेड है. एक तो ये कारण होता है. दूसरा कारण ये होता है कि वर्ब का बेसिकली वर्ब हमें ये भी बता देता है कि जो हमारा नाउन है वो सिंगुलर है या प्लूरल फॉर्म है, क्योंकि उसको कोलाइड करना पड़ता है, उसको उसके साथ में अकरेंस मिलाना पड़ता है. अब जब हम पास्ट और प्रेजेंट और फ्यूचर की बात करते हैं या फिर हम सिंगुलर प्लूरल फॉर्म की बात करते हैं, वर्ब हैज टू बी यूज्ड इन अ सेक्शन ऑफ थॉट. अब वो सेक्शन ऑफ थॉट आपके सामने देखिएगा. बेस फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब आप देख रहे हैं, मैंने बेस फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब लिया है. बेस फॉर्म का मतलब होता है शब्द जो अपने आप में जैसा है वैसा का वैसा. That means the word is the way it has been crafted, the vocabulary has been made, and then you add on to it. That means I can have the first form, I can have the second form, then I can have the third form of it. So the first form, the base form of the verb is verb. You add ing. This is one form of the verb. That means the word verb can be added with ing. Now this ing could be talked about in the continuation form. Now this continuation could be something which happened, something which is happening, something which will happen. That means it could be something in the past. I was working, I am working, I will be working. So ing will always talk about the continuation tense. When we talk about ed, वर्ब के साथ मैंने ed लगाया तो क्या कहने की कोशिश करता है, ये सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब विल टॉक अबाउट द पास्ट. पास्ट परफेक्ट फॉर्म जो थर्ड फॉर्म होता है वो बताता है पास्ट के जो कार्य जो पास्ट में ही शुरू हुआ और पास्ट में ही खत्म हो गया, ये काम होता है पास्ट परफेक्ट सा. सो वी कैन टेक वर्ब इन द थ्री फॉर्म्स देयर, द बेस फॉर्म, द पास्ट फॉर्म एंड द पास्ट परफेक्ट फॉर्म. सो प्ले, ing would be playing, but the past form would be played and past perfect again will remain the perception of play. ये हम बात कर रहे हैं रेगुलर फॉर्म्स की, आगे हम इरेगुलर की बात करेंगे. You are waiting for me, Sirat, for what? I have taken everybody inside, so sorry in between this confusion because somebody said I'm waiting, so I had to come there and check. Okay, the word listen. Now again spellings को याद करिएगा, listening, listening. So basic form है listen. Just add ing, just add ed, just again add ed to show the past tense or the past perfect form. Let's go to the next and understand it. Basically verb करता क्या है? Verb आपके कोई से भी physical action को show करता है. This is exactly what a verb is going to do. What am I doing right now? I am teaching. Verb क्या कर रहा है? क्या मेरा अभी present action आपको क्या दिखता है? बोलना. किस चीज के लिए बोल रही हूँ? स्पीक कर रही हूँ. क्या क्यों कर रही हूँ? बिकॉज आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग, आई एम टीचिंग बेसिकली. सो प्रेजेंट एक्शन की हम बात करेंगे. एक फिजिकल एक्शन. फिजिकल एक्शन क्या होता है? टू स्विम, टू राइट, टू क्लाइंब. अब यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल हो गया, द डॉक्टर रोट द प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. टीचर कह सकती है राइट इट राइट नाउ. प्रेजेंट टेंस के अंदर हम उसको अभी के अभी किसी बात में कह सकते हैं, लिखो अभी, राइट राइट नाउ. लेकिन यहाँ पे डॉक्टर का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन डॉक्टर ने लिखा, राइट का पास्ट फॉर्म आपने कर दिया रोट. एक मेंटल एक्शन भी हम वर्ब को दिखाते हैं. टू स्विम एक एक्शन है फिजिकल, जो तुम जब स्विमिंग करते हो उसमें तुम्हारा खुद का फिजिकल एक्शन जाता है. वर्ब वहां काम करता है. वर्ब ऑल्सो वर्क वेयर समथिंग इज हैपनिंग बट यू कैन नॉट सी, बट इट्स एन एक्शन. एक एक्शन जो तुम देख सकते हो, एक एक्शन जो तुम्हें दिखाई नहीं देता है बट वो एक्शन हो रहा है, जैसे सोचना, थिंक, गेस करना, टू कंसिडर. नाउ ऑल दीज आर सपोज्ड टू बी द मेंटल एक्शंस देयर. मैरी guessed the right number. State of being, that means to be. That means when we say she is in the class, now when I'm using is, it's telling the state कि भाई वो क्लास के अंदर है, नहीं वो क्लास में थी, she was, वो क्लास में आएगी. स्टेट है, किसी के होने का स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग है. So to be, to exist, to appear. Now here you see we are using the words to be, to exist, to appear. So it was a joke. हमने क्या देखा? वर्ब कहते हैं फिजिकल एक्शन को, मतलब एक एक्शन जो दिखता है, एक मेंटल एक्शन को जो एक्शन तो होता है पर दिखाई नहीं देता, और एक स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग. सो वर्ब इन तीन जगह इस्तेमाल, 3 places we work it. Verb are divided into 2 forms. हमने सबसे पहले जो वर्ब को समझा था, where it was wait, waiting, eating, ed. That means वो conjugate हो सकता था. Please put yourself on mute whosoever it is. वो conjugate हो सकता था, right? उसको हम add on कर सकते थे उसके अंदर. So regular verbs क्या होते हैं? जो base form of the verb होता है, उसमें add कर सकते हैं हम word को. We can conjugate it. One second. Who is making call? Put yourself on mute now. उसको हम कॉन्जुगेट कर सकते हैं, मतलब हम उस बेस फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब लिया, जैसे हमने वर्क लिया, वर्क के हम अंदर हमने ईडी को ऐड कर दिया, वर्क के अंदर हमने आईएनजी भी मिला दिया. जब हम इस तरह की चेंज, व्हेन वी कैन मेक, व्हेन वी कैन कॉन्जुगेट, बट दिस इज, आई हैव स्कूल चिल्ड्रन आल्सो, सो आई एम यूजिंग दिस वर्ड अगेन एंड अगेन. सो व्हेन वी आर ट्राइंग टू कॉन्जुगेट इट, व्हेन वी कैन शिफ्ट द बेस फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब बाय जस्ट एडिंग और ड्रॉपिंग सम वर्ड्स, then they all are called as regular forms. So what does it say? If we have, now let's learn how we go about it. Regular verbs are those whose past tense and the past participles are formed by a and ad. What is this past and past participles? Past participles is the third form that we talked about. So that means we have the base form, जो हमने अभी अभी देखा, हम वापस चल सकते हैं वहां पे. हमने पहले बेस फॉर्म देखा वर्ब, फिर हमने देखा पास्ट टेंस, सिंपल पास्ट है वर्ब, पर पास्ट पार्टिसिपल द थर्ड फॉर्म इज, which is the perfect section में जो इस्तेमाल में आता है, वो हमारा थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब कहलाता है. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि the regular form of the verbs, that means the base form of the verbs, can be changed to past tense and then to the participles by just adding d or ed. ये past की बात हो रही है. How, here's how past participle or regular forms of verbs, इसको हम form कैसे करते हैं? Verb share है, उसको shared कर दिया, फिर हमने has word लगाया. यहाँ पे what have we done? We are using, which is called as a verb which is helping the main verb. तो यहाँ main verb है share, लेकिन helping verb लगाया है has. Now this helping verb can denote the time also to us by saying had shared, has shared. Simple past says had shared, and past participle will say had shared. So scared, scared, has scared, dare, had, dare. Let's see this. If the irregular verbs end with a consonant, यहाँ पे ये सारे जो verbs हैं, ये हमारे vowel से लास्ट इनका जो शब्द है, ए ई आई ओ यू सारे vowels होते हैं. अगर ये ए बी सी डी में से ए ई आई ओ यू से अगर कोई भी वर्ड जो वर्ब है, ई मतलब ए ई आई ओ यू से अगर वो एंड होता है वहां पर, तो वहां पे आप डी और ईडी को ऐड कर सकते हैं. Now here in the irregular forms, क्योंकि automatically वो shift हो गया है, वहां पे ए ई आई ओ यू नहीं होगा, then it will have something which is besides ए ई आई ओ यू, that is a consonant. Here when it is ending with t, the regular verbs जो I'm sorry, not irregular, the regular verbs जो consonant से end होते हैं, उसमें हम simple जो है वहां पे ed का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. So shared, shared, want, wanted. So what have we done here? share already था, इसलिए वहां पे d add हुआ. यहाँ पे t तक था, ed नहीं था, इसलिए यहाँ पे ed add हुआ. I think it is simple to understand. Again, I have been repeating it. A vowel जिससे भी end करता है, जो भी vowel होता है, उसमें अगर vowel है, तो सिर्फ आपको d लगाना है. अगर regular form of verb है, तो उसमें आपको ed लगाना पड़ेगा. Now English verbs have 5 base forms. मतलब हमारे पास जो शब्द बने जाते हैं, the words which are made, they have got base form. उसपे 5 तरह के base form होते हैं. कौन-कौन से base form होते हैं? जो root word है. Root word क्या है? जैसे A B C D हमारे पास something which is like A B C D. This is something which is created because a language is made. Now these words are added together and they are giving a particular meaning. These are supposed to be the base form of the word. जिसको हम root word कहते हैं. यहाँ पे जो third person है, थर्ड पर्सन इज सिंगुलर और एस फॉर्म्स, मतलब थर्ड पर्सन कौन सा होता है जिसके बारे में बात हो रही होती है, वो सामने नहीं होता। आज मैं और आप बात कर रहे हैं तो तीसरा जो है वो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट नहीं है, वो थर्ड फॉर्म में होगा। सो आई, यू एंड ही, something like this. Okay, so that is there we are using the singular forms there. Ing is used with the present participle form. We have got, so we are talking about the 5 forms here. एक तो बेस फॉर्म हो गया, एक थर्ड फॉर्म हो गया, एक ing जो अभी हमने देखा था, using ing forms there, wait, waiting, then the past form with waited, and then the past participle waited, the past perfect form that we are using. So it's not only the past, it's basically the verb section having the base 5 forms. In this lesson, we are going to focus on the 5 participles, that is of past, present and past, present and past participle. हम ये 3 सेंस को बात करेंगे। तो अभी जो हो रहा है, जो अभी होके चुका है, और जो काम पहले शुरू हुआ था और पहले ही मतलब पास्ट में शुरू हुआ था, इस वक्त से पहले शुरू हुआ था और पहले ही वो खत्म भी हो गया, वो पास्ट पार्टिसिपल वाले सेक्शन को भी बारे में we are going to talk about it. So the root form is usually the easiest to figure out. It's the infinitive form with to removed. अब this is supposed to be the infinitive. जहां भी आपने, अगर मैंने to के साथ c लगाया है, ये infinitive forms में आते हैं. Now it is to see, to be, to wear, to go, to be. These are, यहाँ सब जगह to के साथ में आपने base form of the verb को देखा है, to see, to go. Now go, went, gone हो जाएगा जब हम अगर इसको forms को change करेंगे तो, इसीलिए ये infinitives में आता है, to के साथ ये form add किया जाता है, होते तो ये verb है. Now look at these examples. Last night I chose what to have for dinner. Today you choose the cuisine. So the word remains CHOSE. पिछले रात को मैंने चूज किया कि खाने में क्या बनेगा, आज तुम cuisine को चूज करो कि क्या बनने वाला है. So हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे, CHOSE is the past simple tense of choose. So basic word क्या है, CHOOSE, present state. बट इसको जब मुझे सिंपल पास्ट पे ले जाना पड़ा तो शब्द क्या हो गया, chose, CHOSE, सिंपल. आप ये मत सोचिएगा कि ये शब्द कोई और है, नो, it is the shift of the word which is getting towards the simple past. So basic root will be choose and then it will be chose. The pond is starting to freeze. Do you remember when it froze last year? So freeze is the present state, that means abhi, और simple past क्या होगा यहाँ पे, simple past is froze. He has hidden my keys somewhere, I can't find it. Did he tell you where he had hid it? I am going to tell him not to hide my things. It's not funny. So the base अभी जो शब्द मुझे काम में लेना है, hide, HIDE, hide. बट मैंने जब इसी शब्द को पास्ट में काम में लिया तो मैंने क्या बोला, hid. So whatever I say, he has, HASE, has, present state में hidden, मतलब उसने वो पहले मेरी चाबी को, जब मैंने समझा कि मेरी चाबियां नहीं मिल रही है, उससे पहले ही तो उसने चाबी छुपा दी, तो हिडन पे गया वो शब्द. लेकिन मैं अभी प्रेजेंट में उस बात को कह रही हूँ, he has hidden my key somewhere. मैं नहीं ढूंढ पा रही हूँ. Did he tell you, क्या उसने तुम्हें बताया था कि उसने कहाँ छुपाई है? That's a past. So hidden, hide, hid हमारे past form में जाती है. I am going to tell him not to hide. Infinitive लगाना पड़ा, वहां पे to लगा के, to hide my things. It's not funny. So hide is the present tense, hid is the past simple, and hidden is the past participle. Hide, HIDE, hid, HID, simple past, HIDDEN is the past participle. तो है क्या चीज? जैसे हमने adjectives में समझा था that we are going to learn about the positive, comparative and the superlative. That means these are your vocabulary ingredients which you have to learn by heart. There is no escape route. आपको याद करना ही पड़ेगा. Strictly English is speaking only two tenses. English just falls into tense. But हम याद करते हैं future tense को भी हम याद करेंगे, different kind of participles, हम infinitives को भी याद करेंगे, पर सब कुछ घूमता है इसके आगे पीछे इन दो tenses के साथ. और वो दो tenses कौन से हो जाते हैं हमारे अभी के और अभी जो past जा चुका है. That means in simple tense we'll say, simple present tense we'll say he sings, or past tense means he sang. So S-I-N-G-S and S-A-N-G sang. थोड़ा difficult है but सीखना पड़ेगा. When to use the simple past? अब हमें इसको काम में कब लेना है simple past को थोड़ा सा इसको समझ लेते हैं. When हम इसको use तब लेते हैं जब कोई काम जो है past में शुरू और past में खत्म हो जाए. Anything that happens, simple past की बात हो रही है. Anything that starts in the past and gets completed in the past. We do not have to say exactly when. अब इसमें हमें वक्त को बताने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. जैसे ही वो शब्द को पढ़ेंगे समझ में आ जाएगा that is something which has happened in the past और action खत्म हो चुका है. The important thing is that it happened and it is not happening now. So the verb is telling us कि वो काम जो था वो अभी नहीं हो रहा, वो हो चुका. तो वो वर्ब ने हमें क्लैरिटी दे दी कि कोई काम शुरू हुआ था पास्ट में और पास्ट में ही वो काम जो है हमारा खत्म हो गया. अब आपको पास्ट पार्टिसिपल कब काम में लेना है. सो बेसिकली अंडरस्टैंडिंग द यूज ऑफ पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. पास्ट पार्टिसिपल्स इज यूज्ड डिफरेंट तरह से, अलग अलग व्हाट वी से अलग अलग टाइम जोन में आप समझ लीजिए, अलग अलग टाइम के हिसाब से इन टेंसेस को हम पास्ट पार्टिसिपल को काम में लेते हैं. पास्ट पार्टिसिपल काम में आता है प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट आई हैव सीन, मतलब आई हैड सीन इट. हैड किसके लिए लगा, पास्ट के लिए लगा. सी और सीन देखो चल रहा है, इस पे वर्ड पे सीन पे रुकिएगा, मैं अभी बताती हूँ क्या चीज है. फिर हमने फ्यूचर में क्या लगाया, विल लगाया. विल हैव सीन इट. सो व्हाट डिड वी डू, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में जो कार्य शुरू होके अभी खत्म हुआ वो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में आया, तो वहां पे हैव लगाया. क्योंकि वो पास्ट में हुआ था शुरू, तो सीन रखना पड़ा. पास्ट परफेक्ट में कोई कार्य शुरू हुआ पास्ट में और पास्ट में खत्म हो गया, तो मुझे हैड लगाना पड़ा. और वर्ड जो सीन था वो पास्ट का है. फ्यूचर परफेक्ट में भी क्या होने वाला है, कोई जो कार्य था वो अभी से शुरू होके फ्यूचर तक चलने वाला, तो हैव सीन वो चल रहा है फ्यूचर तक में. विल भी लगा, हैव भी लगा और सीन भी लगा. अब ये थर्ड कंडीशनल मतलब थर्ड इरेगुलर फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब जो अभी हमने बात करी थी, उसमें हम क्या करेंगे, आई वुड हैव सीन इट. विल की जगह क्या चला गया वो, क्योंकि वो थर्ड फॉर्म का है इसलिए वो वुड आ जाता है, आई वुड हैव सीन इट. एंड द पैसिव फॉर्म्स मतलब एक एक्टिव फॉर्म में सेंटेंस हमारा बनता है, जो चीज में सब्जेक्ट काम करता है और प्रेडिक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट जो है वो उसका डूअर होता है. और पैसिव फॉर्म में क्या होगा, क्रिस क्रॉस हो जाएगा. डूअर होता है वो सब्जेक्ट बन जाएगा और जो सब्जेक्ट था वो ऑब्जेक्ट बन जाता है. सो पैसिव्स के अंदर इट वाज सीन. पैसिव मतलब कभी भी इनडायरेक्ट फॉर्म. मैंने कोई बात अभी मैं कह रही हूँ, ये डायरेक्ट फॉर्म है, एंड व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू टेल समबडी दैट विल बिकम अ पैसिव फॉर्म. दैट्स एन इनडायरेक्ट फॉर्म ऑफ सेइंग. थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है पर हम सीखेंगे. लेट्स स्टार्ट. दिस इज नाउ योर टाइम टू पार्टिसिपेट. आ जाइए. लेट्स ट्राई दिस आउट. सो अजमोल, could you just read this for me please?
Yes, ma'am. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since morning.
Absolutely. So देखिए यहाँ पे तीनों शब्द आपके सामने है. eat, ate, eaten. You can see that very clearly it is mentioned. eat, ate, eaten. तो बेस फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ड है eat, past simple past ate, and past participle is eaten. Ajmol, Deepak, Paul, Jatin, Uttara and Ajay. Let's try this out. Now these are words which are not jumbled. इसको जल्दी से थोड़ा fast लेके चलते हैं, jumble करिएगा. Let me see who does it first. So I'll call up Shrishti Mathur and others. Those who really want to participate, put it on the chat. If you do it, I would like to pick up from there also. Yes, Sheetal, thank you for the right answer there. I can see that eaten word written there. Yes, Seerat India, Juna Chaudhary, क्या कहना चाहती हैं आप? आ जाइए, please. Astha, could you please come and give me the right answer? Read it out for me.
Yes, ma'am. Thomas was in New York yesterday. इसका मतलब है थॉमस कल न्यूयॉर्क में था.
You don't need to express that, okay? Because right now I'm not asking this, but I have something else to ask you. Is there any punctuation errors in this sentence?
No, ma'am.
Yes, there is. Punctuation errors also take Asta the capitalizations. Punctuation carries you have to change the proper nouns or the common nouns if they are into the capital form. You have a name of a country, Asta, New York here. You have a name of a person, Thomas. So the capital letters the first letter have to be capital. Punctuations में बेटा capital जो होते हैं वो भी punctuation में आते हैं. तो यहाँ पे Thomas को T capital होना चाहिए था और New York में N और Y capital होनी चाहिए. As a school student, you should know it.
मैम मुझे तो कैपिटल भी दिख रहे हैं.
अच्छा मेरे पास तो नहीं आए हैं. चलिए अच्छा है आपको दिख रहे हैं तो चलो आ जाइए. So we have Jatin and Usha and Asta and Priya giving us the wrong answer. But let me see if Priya can come up and read the correct answer for me. Priya, क्या आप आगे आएंगी पढ़ने के लिए? Priya, yes, please read the answer for me.
We beat the home team yesterday.
Okay, we beat the home team yesterday. We beaten the home team yesterday. Paul and Manisha and Monica and Sheetal have given us the right answer. Let's go to the next and try this out. Okay, so it is Uttara who has given us the right answer, and I can see Ajmol, Samsung, Deepak and Joe trying to struggle to give us the right answer. Even Priya and Durga have given us the right answer. Can Paul come forward and read this out for me, please?
Yes.
Please, Aji. Paul? Hollywood.
Hi, sorry. Hollywood did farewell to Michael Jackson.
Absolutely. एक बार और कोशिश.
Hollywood did farewell to Michael Jackson.
Absolutely. Hollywood bid farewell to Michael Jackson. Bid, bided, bidded. So this is supposed to be the three forms that we have to carry. Thank you, Paul. You really tried well. Uttara, Priya, Durga, Priyanshi, Priyanka, and Ajay have given us the right answer. Please let's go to the next. All those, yes, Sheetal, I just saw your answer. Please continue to post. And if anyone from the chat has given the answer here, I would like to pick up the answer. Monica Girish. No, not Monica. She's not given us the answer there. Anyone else? Yes, Monica has given. Yes. So for Monica, I'm reading it. A consortium of dealers bid a world record price. ये क्या सेंटेंस का मतलब है कि कंसोर्शियम मतलब बहुत सारे ऐसे अलग अलग जगह से लोग जो जुड़ के एक अपनी यूनिट बनाते हैं, इकट्ठे काम करते हैं, उन लोगों ने मिलके कोई चीज खरीदनी होगी, हो सकता है उसके अंदर वो बोली लगाते हैं. आपने सुना होगा कि वो कहते हैं कि इस चीज के इतने दाम, फिर दूसरा कहता है इतने दाम, फिर तीसरा कहता है इतने दाम, फिर वहां पे वो बिडर बैठ के कहता है कि ये प्राइस, पहली आवाज, दूसरी आवाज. तो वहां पे वो कंसोर्शियम का लोगों ने इकट्ठा करके एक वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाया था इस बिडिंग को लेकर. हाँ, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट. ज्यादातर ये शॉर्ट स्टॉक मार्केट्स में बहुत होता है, अदरवाइज आल्सो इट हैपेंस इन द प्रॉपर्टीज. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ओके, okay. Anyone else has given us the right answer? Let's check it out. Jatin, can you come and read this answer for me, please, quickly?
Yes, ma'am.
Aye, Jatin. Haan, please come.
I haven't begun work on this project yet.
Okay, I haven't begun work on this project yet. थोड़ा सा begin word के बाद में NED जो आया है ना, उसको थोड़ा लंबा stretch कर लीजिए. कोशिश करिए.
I haven't
begun
work on this project yet.
Okay, अब इन तीनों को अगर हम काम में लें, began. began, begun. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay, thank you so much. मैंने next slide shift कर दी थी. Astha has given us the right answer. Let me see who is here. Wait. Mahi, please come. Mahi, could you read this answer for me, please? Astha, I have to give chance to everyone, beta. Let me once go to everyone and then I'll call you again. Astha, oh sorry, not Astha, sorry. So sorry. Astha, you know my daughter's name is also Astha. Mahi? No? Sujata, are you there with me? Sujata? Everybody is so busy. Come, Astha, read it out. See, I called you people, then I've called Astha. Astha, come read this.
Yes, ma'am. I wouldn't have guessed this.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have guessed this. Come. Yes. So Gurudev Singh, you also gave the right answer. Even Monica, Girisha have given us the right answer. We have Sheetal giving us the right answer again. Thank you so much for those answers coming up. Astha, Durga, Afsa, Uttara, Achmul. देखिए जब मैं कोई बात को ग्रामेटिकल तरह से समझा रही थी ना तो मुझे लग रहा था शायद वो लोगों के लिए बोरिंग भी हो जाता है और लगता है कि इट इज गेटिंग रियली हेवी. You know, you get that feel कि अरे बाप रे इतना सारा कैसे समझेंगे कैसे पढ़ेंगे अंग्रेजी तो बहुत मुश्किल है. लेकिन जब हम प्रैक्टिकली देखते हैं ना क्योंकि हम ये सेंटेंसेस काफी सुनते रहते हैं then when we get a feeling no we can do it. So practical application is important at the same time when you are understanding these sentences, these rules or understanding of grammar. Astha, Durga, Afsa, Uttara, Ajmol, Babita. Can I call Ajmol again, please?
Yes, ma'am. Your buggy product cost me the promotion.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajmol. And I want Deepak, Nikam, if you can just participate when I call you, it will be great. Your buggy project cost me the buggy project cost me the promotion. Okay. So we have got only two taken the words out there. Can I have Deepak, Nikam, please reading this answer for me? Jatin, Samson, Uttara, Suman, Manisha giving us the answer, correct answers there. क्या बात है? Where are the, what is happening here? Siddharth, Samaria have given us some answers there, but I don't think so. Cost कहीं पे कुछ लिखा हुआ है. An insect crept in my pillow cover. ये चीज काफी सी कॉमन सी लगती है कि छोटा सा कीड़ा जो है वो आपके तकिए के कवर जो होता है उसके अंदर वो घुस गया, जो आप खोल बोलते हैं जिसको या कवर बोलते हैं जिसको, उसमें घुस गया. जैसे crept, creeped past participle में आएगा, crept अंदर है, simple past में. Sorry, come. Yes, Gurudev and Sheetal. Gurudev Singh correct. Sheetal also the answer there. Come. Priya Durga. Priya and Durga have given us the right answer, but Jatin, Samson, Karthik. Somebody wanted to say something. Putra, आपको क्या हुआ? गलत कैसे हो गया? Manisha. Yes, anyone please come and mute because I don't think so that today the learners attached with me are interested in reading. So I have only Astha and Ajmol and Paul who are responding to my answers. So automatically एक-एक करके आप तीनों में से कोई भी आ जाना, कोई भी आ सकते हो. Let's start with Paul. हाँ, Paul शुरू करो.
She clothed herself in white yesterday.
No. She clothed herself in white yesterday.
She clothed
herself. So this is cloth. This is clothed herself in white yesterday.
In white.
उसके कपड़े सफेद कलर के थे कल. क्लॉथ साधारण कपड़ा और ईडी फॉर्म लगाया तो वो उसके जो कपड़े थे उसका रैप मतलब जो उसने पहना था खुद को उसने सफेद कपड़े से पहना. चलिए अजमोल एंड आस्था, एनी वन ऑफ यू कैन प्लीज कम एंड जॉइन एंड गिव अस द आंसर. कोई भी पढ़ लीजिए प्लीज.
Yeah, ma'am. I have had this dream before.
Okay, I have had this dream before. Very specific thing. यहाँ पे सिर्फ helping verbs ने अपना काम कर दिया past tense को बताने के लिए. Have मतलब मैं present में ये बात बता रहा हूँ किसी को, और had क्या बताता है, past बता रहा है. So it और before शब्द जो है वो उसके time zone को भी specify कर देता है. So it's a beautiful sentence which specifies the helping verbs working doing their work. या मेन शब्द की तो जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. Okay, Asta, you can come and read this for me, please.
Yes, ma'am. The raiders fed the guard dog to keep it quiet.
Okay. So basically यहाँ पे एक जना है जिन्होंने मुझसे पूछा है कि मैम क्रैप्ट का मीनिंग क्या है, तो मैं उनके लिए मीनिंग पहले बता देती हूँ ताकि she doesn't feel that we didn't talk about it. मनीषा सिंह, please listen to me carefully. आपने CREPT, एक हमने कीड़े की बात करी थी जो पिलो के अंदर चला गया था, तो क्रैप्ट का बेसिकली मतलब होता है धीमे धीमे का मूवमेंट करना. तो होता क्या है, आप जब धीमे धीमे किसी ध्यान से किसी पर्टिकुलर चीज पे चलते हैं तो एक इंसेक्ट को देखते हैं आप कैसे वो छोटी छोटी सी तरीके से अपने पत्ती के ऊपर संभालता हुआ खुद को चलता है, उसको कहते हैं क्रैप करना. वैसे देखा जाए तो इंसान का जो बच्चा है वो धीरे धीरे चलता है, उसको कहते हैं क्रॉल करना. तो अब आप शायद समझ पाएंगे कि क्रॉल करना इंसान के बच्चों के साथ में या बड़ी जो जिनका बिल्ड बड़ा होता है, कोई एनिमल भी हो सकता है, सो उसको हम क्रॉल में डालेंगे. बट जो इंसेक्ट की बात करते हैं वो हमारा आता है क्रैप्ट. सो CREPT बेसिकली वर्ड है क्रीप. CREEP, क्रीप. आपने क्रीपर्स जो सुना होगा जो धीरे धीरे ऐसे ऊपर चढ़ते हैं पेड़ के ऊपर, प्लांटर्स के साथ में काम. ये इंसेक्ट उससे रिलेटेड है. आई होप मैं आपके सवाल के जवाब दे पाई थी. Let's go to the next. And the raiders fed the guard dog to keep it quiet. क्या मतलब था इसका? What does this sentence say? What is this meaning of the sentence? कि जिन लोगों ने रेड किया था ना घर के अंदर, उन्होंने उस कुत्ते को चुप रहने के लिए कुछ खिलाया. Fed. Let's go to the next and try this out. What does it say? The third. Who is this third form? Yes, fed. I am not a fed. No, Siddharth. I am not fed. You can say this. A लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Gurudev, hello, how are you doing? They forbidden me from leaving Russia. उन्होंने मुझे रोका रशिया से बाहर जाने के लिए. I was not permitted to go out. So they forbade me. यहाँ पे हमने कौन सा शब्द लेना है? FORBAD. Forbade. Forbade me from leaving Russia. So Paul, Manisha, Deepak, Arun, Philly, and this is. Let's go to the next and check this out. Okay. So yes, Aarti is typing the answer for me. Thank you, Aarti. And I can see Afsana, Abdul, Priya, Smita, Paul, and Deepak giving us the right answer. One of you can come.
A mile by the time I reached.
प्रिया दोबारा पढ़ो, थोड़ा रुक के पढ़ रहे थे, दोबारा पढ़ो.
She had run a mile by the time I reached.
Okay, पहले तो C नहीं है, she है. She had run a mile
By the
time I reached. CH, reached. Okay, Priya, ध्यान रखिएगा. Let's go to the next and thank you for participating. Anyone who wants to say, unmute yourself and give us the answer. Come up. Aye. Smita, Durga, thank you for giving us the right answer. Deepika has also given us the right answer with Afsa, Jatin, and yes, and Smita. I can see these names here. A strong wind woke me up. Woke, wake and woke, and woken. No, wake and woke. आइए next. I have. क्या होगा? Somebody, Asta, Abdul, Smita, Mahi,
Yes,
Paul,
ma'am.
Jatin.
Have you caught the flu?
Yes, Jatin, इतनी देर से कहाँ थे? मैंने कितनी आवाजें आपको लगाई, प्रिया को लगाई.
Sorry, ma'am.
Nobody bothered. Thank you for saying this answer. I have caught the flu. Come. Let's try this out. Yes, Sheetal, yes, the answer was correct. Anyone here giving answer for anyone on the chat would like to give answer for this? I'm waiting. Yes, Aarti has given us the answer somewhere. It is related to,
How
I
many
don't think so,
pieces
this
have you
session.
got?
Yes. How many pieces have you?
Cut.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Let's go to the next and try this out. Caught नहीं है, मोनिका गलत है. Present state की बात है. How many? Caught नहीं है. कट है काटना, कॉट है पकड़ना. उसने बॉल को का कैच पकड़ लिया, कॉट. वहां कट नहीं लगा होगा. ये कट किसमें है? यू ट्राइंग टू कट वेजिटेबल्स, समथिंग दैट वी कॉल इट. अजमोल, कम एंड रीड इट अगेन. Ajmol, Manisha, Afsa, and Sharma.
Yes, ma'am. Have you ever gone on vacation alone?
Okay. Go and gone, and then went. So past participle is went, simple past is gone, and go is the root word. So have you ever gone on vacation alone? Thank you so much. Ajmol, Manisha, Afsa, Sharma, and this is Samson and Asma. Come. आ जाइए.
Ma'am,
Yes, please go ahead.
she put on a CD and relaxed for the afternoon.
Okay, she put on the CD and relaxed for the afternoon. So simple है put करना, लगाना उसके अंदर. इसमें कुछ रॉकेट साइंस वाला शब्द आया ही नहीं है, बिल्कुल सिंपल शब्द है. थैंक यू सो मच माही, स्मिता, पॉल, जतिन, मनीषा एंड दुर्गा. थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग अस द राइट आंसर. दीज आर जम्बल्ड वर्ड्स. रुकिएगा, जब तक ये ग्रीन नीचे नहीं होता तब तक हम नहीं जवाब दे रहे हैं. सो लेट एवरीबॉडी ट्राई एंड देन विल फॉलो.
मैडम,
एक बार रुकिएगा, प्लीज ट्राई करते दीजिए सबको. बोलिएगा जरूर जतिन, बट एक बार ट्राई कर लीजिए प्लीज. लेट देम ट्राई. Yes, come Jatin.
I lost my watch yesterday.
Absolutely. कितना सिंपल था ना. पर
Yes,
उसमें
ma'am.
बीच बीच में ऐसे लूज वूज डाल देते हैं तो कंफ्यूज हो जाता है बच्चे की. अरे क्या लिखा है? I lost my. अब ये these are 4 options, but straight away giving the verb का placement देखिए आप. Noun के just बाद में verb आया और फिर predicate part आया. My watch yesterday. Yesterday क्यों लगाया गया? क्योंकि हमने वहां पे शब्द क्या काम में लिया है? Lost. L-O-S-T, lost. तो वो past है. तो उसका टाइम पीरियड हमने प्रेडिकेट में ऐड कर दिया yesterday. So that's the extra information for the verb. Okay, perfect. प्रिया, आप पढ़ेंगे प्लीज.
He was killed by his brother.
He was called. Called नहीं, called. Called. बोलो.
Killed.
No, sorry, killed.
Killed.
Yes, I'm so sorry. It's killed. Yes, please say that.
He
I'm
was
sorry, my
killed by
apologies.
his brother.
Yes, my apologies. That was wrong from my side. I'm sorry. इसके आगे का कुछ स्लाइड देख रही थी मैं, उसमें called था. I lost my watch. Yes, Sheetal, the answer is correct there. Yes, absolutely. So Nisham, you have joined us now. 1 second, please allow me to see, read the chats also. Okay, let's go to the next and check क्या है यहाँ पे. So Ajmol, Smita, Afsa, Suman, and Tapas and Priyanka have given us the right answer. Okay, so it says, who will read this for me, please? Somebody can come forward and read it.
Ma'am, may I?
हाँ, कौन है ये मैं?
You have
कौन?
read.
Oh, Sujata, very good afternoon. How many times did I call you? कहाँ चली जाती हो आप लोग?
I have some network issues, ma'am.
चलो पढ़ो, आ जाओ, read.
He has written this program to resolve the bug.
Absolutely. This program or bug किससे related है? Can somebody tell me?
He has written this program to resolve.
क्या कहना चाहते हैं? कुछ दिमाग लगा के बताएं. Easy है वैसे.
Program
कंप्यूटर
एब्सोल्युटली, वेरी गुड। कंप्यूटर के प्रोग्राम के अंदर बग आ जाता है ना, वो किसी तरह का वायरस आ जाता है, उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, और जिसके कारण वो शायद चीजों को परमिट नहीं करता है, कुछ होल्ड करा देता है, टाइम लगाता है। सो दैट्स बग पार्ट दैट वी आर टॉकिंग देयर अबाउट। सो ही हैज रिटन दिस प्रोग्राम, बाकायदा लिखना पड़ता है टू क्रिएट दिस। वहां पे रिटन ही वर्ड काम में लिया जाएगा, चाहे वो कंप्यूटर पर ही करते हैं लोग, फिर उसको रिटन ही क्राफ्ट में लेते हैं। Okay, who's this BE? Who has joined with the name of BE? Whosoever this BE, can you just type your name and tell me? That's surprising. How can I call you BE? Come on. Jatin, Deepika, Smita, Manisha. Deepak, are you there with me? Deepak?
Yes.
Thank you so much. आइए पढ़िए.
Yesterday, they cleaned the room which was swept by children.
Ransacked by children.
Yeah,
Which was ransacked by children. तो क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं, जरा आप थोड़ा सा ऐसे ट्राई करेंगे इसका मीनिंग को, क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
Yes, ma'am. उन्होंने कल रूम साफ किया जो कि बच्चों के द्वारा मतलब खराब किया गया।
तोड़ फोड़ करना, तोड़ फोड़, जो बच्चे तोड़ फोड़ कर देते हैं ना चीजों को, फैलाना नहीं, तोड़ फोड़ कर देते हैं, वहां पे ransacked वर्ड। सो इट्स ransacked इज बेसिकली तोड़ फोड़ कर देना। ठीक है, चलिए लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट वर्ड एंड ट्राई दिस आउट। The Mississippi River is the chief river of United States dash to the Gulf of Mexico. So Sujata, what word are we taking here? The root word is flow. It is going to be
Mississippi River, which is the chief river of United States, flows to the Gulf of Mexico.
Sujata, wait. अगर मान लीजिए कि यहाँ का पानी सूख गया, फिर हम कौन सा शब्द लगाएंगे? Which was the chief river of the United States dash to the Gulf of Mexico. फिर हमको कौन सा वर्ड उठाना है, यहाँ पे कौन सा पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच उठाएंगे? सॉरी, फ्लू, एब्सोल्युटली, पास्ट पार्टिसिपल उठाना पड़ेगा, फ्लू। थैंक यू। अब ये मिसिसिपी रिवर कौन सा हो गया? थर्ड फॉर्म में आ रहा है। हमने क्या कहा था, जो थर्ड फॉर्म होता है वहां पे ऐड करना पड़ता है एस हमको। सो FLOW के साथ में वहां एस ऐड हुआ है, फ्लोस। Do you know that Washington DC, the capital of United States, dash by the mayor? Again, this is United States, मतलब प्रेजेंट नहीं है, किसी और की बात कर रहे हैं हम। लेकिन हम कहना क्या चाहते हैं कि आपको पता है कि कैपिटल ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स क्या है? आज से रिलेटेड वो हेड, हेडेड नहीं, यहाँ आपको एक हेल्पिंग वर्ब साथ में लगाना पड़ेगा हेडेड के साथ, इज हेडेड बाय मी, क्योंकि हम जो पूछना चाह रहे हैं वो प्रेजेंट स्टेट से रिलेटेड है, प्रेजेंट सेक्शन से, अभी से रिलेटेड बात हो रही है। तो उस अभी को बताने के लिए इज, और चूंकि वो उसके ऊपर राज करने वाला या उसको चलाने वाला या उसका जो मेन फेस है, जो डिसीजंस लेते हैं, वो चला आ रहा है। इज हेडेड प्रेजेंट स्टेट को भी बताता है इज, और हेडेड पास्ट से चीज अभी तक चल रही है, पार्टिसिपल थर्ड फॉर्म को भी ले आता है। So Asta, Ajmol, Swapan, Yogeshwar and Vidya Rani have given us the right answer. Okay, is headed Srirat Dalivani has given us the right answer. Thank you. Aarti gave us the right answer and Monica Girsa also gave us the right answer. Even we have 1 minute. Sirat flows. Even we had one more child here. Aarti, okay. Monica Girsa. Thank you so much, all of you children. Ajmol, please come and read this for me.
Yeah, ma'am. Amila Earth was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean.
Absolutely. Amelia.
Amile. Okay, ma'am.
ये थोड़ा सा हिंदुस्तानी या जहाँ हम रहते हैं वहाँ का डायलेक्ट आता ही है, हमारी भाषा में वो चीज है, बट इसका क्योंकि ये ब्रिटिश वाले नाम है कुछ. एमिलिया ईयरहर्ट was the first woman to fly solo across to fly. That's an irregular verb here. To fly. To लगाया infinitive है ये to. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
टू इन्फिनेटिव्स याद है ना आप, अजमल हमने बहुत बार करे हुए हैं. शो ऑफ करने वाले वर्ड्स होते हैं, तो ये याद रहना चाहिए. आस्था स्मिता आपको, बाकी सबको मैंने अभी पढ़ाया नहीं तो उनसे पूछूंगी नहीं ये बात. आस्था स्मिता दीपक एंड अजमल have given us the right answer. आस्था आ जाओ बेटा.
Yes, ma'am. My sister bought a beautiful leather jacket yesterday. It was so expensive.
शाबाश, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड.
मैं buy का past form bought होता है, इसीलिए आंसर bought होगा.
ओके, बाय का पास्ट फॉर्म बॉट होता है इसलिए आंसर बॉट है. देखो कितना अच्छा लॉजिक है. दिस इज द लास्ट स्लाइड. लेट अस चेक. देखते हैं. Okay. So, can I have someone who did not get a chance to read, unmute yourself and read this, please? जिसको चांस नहीं मिला होगा मेरे साथ जो जुड़े हैं प्रो लर्निंग पे, वो प्लीज अनम्यूट करके बोल सकते हैं. आई थिंक अजमोल गॉट अ चांस. आस्था, दीपक, निकम, दीपिका आ जाओ. दीपिका, आई डिडंट हियर फ्रॉम यू. कम दीपिका. सर्वदेवा बतला, प्लीज कम एंड रीड दिस. आ जाइए दीपिका, रीड दिस सेंटेंस प्लीज इफ यू आर comfortable.
We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters, but for the billions of underprivileged people out there who would be most affected by this.
Absolutely, we need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters, but for the billions of unprivileged people out there who would be most affected by this. That was the last that we had to show you and practice you related to very important topic, that is verb. But I forgot to tell you people that you can join me on the Zoom. I am sharing right now. It's very late, but still I'll share the invite. Please come and join me and we can stay connected and we can talk to each other. Afsa, you have scored 170 points. Shabash. Smita has scored 128 points. Sheetal has scored 119 points. Satish 106. Astha 102. Shabash. Durga 99. Madhu 98. We have Ajmol with 94. Manisha with 84. Priya with 81. Vidyarani with 80. Very good. Monica 76. Jatin 74. Preeti 71. Mahi with 64, Deepika with 62, Paul with 55, Suman with 52, Deepak with 43, Aishwarya with 38, Rohit with 27, and Vandana with 22. I think I was able to connect and explain you people. I hope मैं कुछ बेनिफिशियल हूँ, लेकिन इतना बता दूं आप सबको कि मैं सिर्फ बेसिक इंग्लिश की बात कर पाती हूँ. तो अगर आप लोग कुछ एडवांस सीखना चाहते हैं तो प्लीज प्रो इनवाइट आप और किसी टीचर की क्लास में जाके पहले चेक कर लीजिएगा और उनके प्रो इनवाइट में उनका नाम और उनका कोड डालिएगा. अगर आपको बेसिक इंग्लिश समझनी है तो मेरे पास आइए. मेरी क्लास का टाइम है 1 to 2. यू कैन कम एंड जॉइन मी. माय नेम इज वीना, VEENA, और मेरा कोड है 1010. Thank you everyone and bye-bye and take care of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye,
ma'am.
you too.
Take care.
Bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. I hope you all can hear me. To our pro learners, I've sent the invite. Please join. Just give me a minute. Okay, so the topic for today is subject and predicate. We will wait for a few minutes, not a very long topic, so allow everyone to join and then start. As I've sent the invite again, please join. Okay. Let's wait for a few minutes, allow everyone to join and then start. So today's topic is about the basic of the English language, that is the subject and the predicate. Okay. That's why I want maximum learners to participate. Guys, I'm not sure what is the issue. Please join. I have sent the invite multiple times, but I don't see many names here. Okay. So in the meantime, while we wait for others, can someone tell me what is a subject and what is a predicate? What do we call a subject and predicate? What is the subject first?
Doer of anything.
I didn't hear you clearly.
Subject is doer of any action.
Right. And what is the predicate?
I don't know, sir.
No problem. That's okay.
Sir, a verb plus object equals to predicate.
So in simple terms, what do you mean when you say predicate? So sentence basically contains two parts, right? One is a subject and one is a predicate, right? So as she rightly mentioned, is what or whom the sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. Okay. So yes, subject is what or whom or किसके बारे में sentence है, that is the subject. Predicate tells us something about the subject. Subject के बारे में और कुछ जो बताता है वो उसे predicate कहते हैं. Right. So basically, when we talk about a subject, we need to have something to talk about, right? And we need something where we must say something about the subject. So that's why it's called predicate. So one is a subject, which is the main matter. किस चीज के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हैं और उस चीज के ऊपर और कुछ बात करना, उसे और डिस्क्राइब करना, उसे predicate कहते हैं, right? All right, so let's start with the sentence, with the topic rather. Next. Okay, Soma, go ahead, read the first slide. आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है, your voice is breaking. Please check your connection. Your voice is breaking. Soma, I'll have to mute you. I'm sorry. I'm not able to hear you clearly.
Even the one part which names the person or thing that's
Can you start again? Can you start again? Your voice is not clear.
so now it is clear.
Yeah, it's a little better. Go ahead. Start again.
When we make a sentence, we name a person or thing and say something about that person or thing. Hence, every sentence has two parts. The parts which name the person or thing that we are speaking about, this is called the subject of the sentence. The part which tells something about the subject, this is called the predicate of the sentence. The subject of a sentence usually comes first, but occasionally it is put after the predicate. Example, here comes the bus. Subject is the bus. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Subject is the adversity. Imperative sentence, the subject is often left out. Example, sit down. Here the subject you is understood. Thank him. Here the subject you is understood.
Very good. Thank you. Imperative sentences are commanding sentence. आप किसी को command देते हो तो उसका नाम तो नहीं लेते. We just directly tell a person, sit down, get up, go out, thank him. Okay. So imperative sentences में subject जो है वो understood है. Okay. When we make sentences, we name a person or a thing and we say something about a person or a thing. So first, as we discussed, किसके बारे में ये sentence है या किस चीज के बारे में ये sentence है, किस चीज के ऊपर ये sentence है और उसके बारे में और कहना और information देना. Hence, the sentence has two parts. Part which names the person or the thing we are speaking about. That's why it's called the subject. Subject का मतलब क्या होता है? Topic है, right? Subject is also the topic. So that's why subject is who or what, whom or what are we talking about? Okay, subject and predicate.
Sir, in the second example, sweet are the uses of adversity. means to find out the subject, we ask what or whom, no, sir. So,
One
what
second,
are
one
the
second. Karthik, I'm sorry to interrupt. Let me complete the slide. Then if you have a doubt, then ask. Okay. All right. Let me complete. I was just typing something. Just give me a minute.
Oh, okay, sir. I thought you completed.
No, I just written the first sentence. Yeah. So the sentence has two parts. So one is the subject and the predicate. The part which names the person or the thing that we are speaking about, this is called the subject of a sentence. The part which tells something about the subject के बारे में कुछ कहता है जो, that part is called the predicate of a sentence. The subject of a sentence usually comes first, but occasionally it is put after the predicate as well. The first example, here comes the bus. What is the subject here in this case? Bus is the subject. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Your subject clearly is adversity and sweet are the uses. This part is the predicate because it tells us a little more about the subject. In imperative sentences, subject is often left out. We discussed that when we are giving command, when we are telling someone to do something. जिसको आप कह रहे हो वो understood है. Sit down. अगर आपने किसी से कहा तो you know that you are directing your words towards a particular person. So that subject is understood. You don't say you sit down, right? That's not needed because it's understood. Thank him. Say thank you kaho basically. So that's the person, him here is understood. So you is understood here. You need to thank him is understood. Okay. Yes, go ahead. What is your doubt about the second sentence?
No, sir. Actually, to find out the subject, we ask the question what or whom, no, sir, before the verb. So the second example is sweet are the uses of adversity. If we want to ask what, question means what are the uses of adversity? Answer is sweet.
Yes, correct.
Then the subject should be sweet, no, sir.
No. What are you talking about? Your question itself answers you. You are talking about adversity. What you just asked, what are the uses? Sweet are the uses of adversity. So what is the use? So sweet are the uses of adversity. So adversity is the subject you are talking about. Sorry?
What are the uses of adversity? Answer is sweet.
Yes. Yes.
Then sweet should be the subject. No, sir.
How can sweet be the subject? What are you talking about here? What is the subject of discussion? What is it that is describing something, telling you something about adversity?
Okay.
What is the part which tells you, what is the part that describes adversity or that tells one of the features of the word adversity? That is sweet are the uses. So हम किसके बारे में, किसके use के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? Adversity के use के बारे में बात कर. You understood?
Sir, and normally to find out the subject, we put what before the verb, no, sir. What are the uses of adversity? So the answer should be the subject. So that's the confusion.
Okay. Where is the confusion? You just asked what are the, yeah.
In the first example, what comes here? The answer is the bus.
Yeah.
So the bus is the subject.
Absolutely.
In the same second example, what are the uses of adversity? Answer is sweet. No, sweet should be the subject. No.
No. What are the uses of adversity? Meaning here the topic of discussion is the adversity. You are trying to understand what are the, let's put it the other way around. When you say sweet, what do you understand from that sentence? Sweet are the uses of adversity.
I didn't understand, sir.
Sorry?
Confusing sentence. That's confusing. I didn't understand the sentence.
No problem. Anyone else? Guys, anyone else? Try and understand the meaning of the sentence first. What is the meaning of that particular sentence? Sweet are the uses of adversity. It's a passage from a particular book, but just to understand the Shakespearean quote, what do you think is the meaning of that word? Try to decode the meaning. It's okay. If you make a mistake or if you don't know, it's okay. But I want you to try. Others, guys, what do you understand from this particular sentence? क्या लगता है आपको, क्या मतलब है इस sentence का? We have other learners, Tarup, Soma, Sujata. Guys, tell me what is the meaning of this. What do you understand from this sentence? Sweet are the uses of adversity. It's a proverb. What do you think is the meaning of this? Okay, what is the meaning of adversity?
Unpleasant situation.
Yeah. Yes. So now in unpleasant situation, when the speaker says sweet are the uses of adversity, what does it mean? Think. Basically, we all prefer to live in happy situations, right? In situations which are very that are not very challenging, right? That are situations in life which are easy to deal with. However, no one talks about, no one will come and say that I want to experience difficulty, I want to experience adversity, I want to experience tough challenges in my life. However, what the meaning is, simple meaning is that sweet are the uses, meaning that if you have the right attitude, if you can make the most of it, then you can gain a lot of positives out of adversity, basically, out of difficult situations in life. Okay. So that is the meaning of that particular proverb. In this particular sense, what it means is that basically even your even your difficult situations, even your bad luck, for example, can get you closer to something that is good, basically. So if you put in sincere efforts, if you put in the hard work, then even in tough times, the tough times can be rather, you can look at it this way as well, the tough times can rather be more useful than, let's say, normal situation, because it can get the best out of you, right? So here, when you are talking about sweet are the uses of adversity, the subject that is being discussed here is what your question should be: what is the use, or what is the benefit of adversity here? So adversity is the topic that is being discussed, and the speaker is trying to say that the use of adversity is sweet. So in this case, adversity is the subject. You understood now? What is being described is adversity. That's why adversity is the subject. You understood, Karthik, why adversity is the subject?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Continue. Tarup, go ahead. Read the next one.
Second one, say, saved Rome.
Read the sentence. First, always read the sentence given on top.
Okay, sir. The cackling of geese saved Rome. The predicate is saved Rome.
Predicate is saved Rome. And the subject is what?
Cackling of geese.
Yeah. What saved Rome? You ask yourself a question. The crackling of geese saved Rome. Very good. Very good. Go ahead, Tarup. Read the next one as well. Read the sentence first. Yeah.
The boy stood on the burning deck. The predicate in this sentence is stood on the burning deck. And the boy is the subject.
Yes, the boy stood on the burning deck. So
The boy is subject.
Absolutely. The boy is subject. So again, some of our learners have just joined. We've just started with the topic. We've discussed that there are two parts of a sentence. One is a subject and one is a predicate. Okay. The subject is basically the part which names the person or the thing we are talking about. That's the subject. And something that tells you a little bit more about the subject is called the predicate. Two examples given here. Here comes the bus. Bus obviously is the subject here. In this case, comes the bus. Subject Here in this case, sweet are the uses of adversity. The uses of adversity, basically the entire part can be considered as a subject, but adversity is given as a subject here, and sweet is the basically the adjective here in this case, which complements the subject adversity. So that's why that is the predicate in this sentence. We also discussed that imperative sentences, sit down, thank him, etc. When you give command, those are the sentences where the subject is often left out because it is understood. You is understood in the sentence, sit down. You is understood in the sentence, thank him. You need to thank him, you sit down. वो बोलने की जगह पे directly आप किसी को command दे रहे हो, that's called the imperative sentence here. Okay. All right. So the two sentences that we just discussed is the crackling of geese saved Rome. Saved Rome obviously is the predicate in this sentence. What saved Rome? Crackling of geese, the entire phrase, entire term. Okay. The boy stood on the burning deck. किसके बारे में बात हो रही है यहाँ पर? लड़के के बारे में बात हो रही है. What happened? He stood on the burning deck. Stood on the burning deck is the predicate in this sentence. Good. Soma,
So
go ahead.
what you said is correct, sir. The uses of adversity is the subject there, and sweet is the complement of that subject. Subject complement.
So that's what I said earlier as well. That adversity is the subject in that sentence.
Yes, sir. Means the uses of sentence is subject, no, sir.
That's understood. What I mean is that the topic, the thing that you're talking about in that entire phrase is the adversity that you're talking about, and sweet is the predicate in that sentence. It's describing and complementing it.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Soma, go ahead. Read the next slide.
A predicate is the completer of a sentence. The subject names the doer or peer of the sentence. The predicate does the rest of the work. A simple predicate consists of only a verb steering, or compound verb. Example, the glacier melted.
The predicate is the completer of a sentence. Predicate जो है वो complete करता है sentence को. Basically, the subject names the doer, the person who does the action और जिसके बारे में है. That's the doer or the beer. Beer basically here means the person whom we are talking about, right? The sentence, and the predicate does the rest of the work. मतलब एक किसी के बारे में जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, or someone that exists. Be a here basically means the thing or the person that exists. Predicate does the rest of the work. The simple predicate consists of only a verb string or a compound verb. The glacier melted here in this case. Okay, we will look at some more examples to understand this. Go ahead, Soma, read the next sentence.
Bad habits grow unconsciously. Bad habit is subject. Sir, is bad habit is subject?
Read the sentence again.
Bad habit is subject and grow unconsciously is predicate.
So here in this case, yeah, correct. So bad habits obviously is the subject. किस चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हो आप? क्या grow करता है unconsciously? It's bad habits that grow unconsciously. मतलब कहने का मतलब meaning, Soma, what is the meaning of the sentence?
Sir, मतलब बुरी आदतें अपने आप से unconsciously grow होता है.
Exactly, that's correct. Basically, we are not conscious sometimes that we develop bad habits. Like, even good habits in general are something that we largely develop unconsciously. Yes, you can consciously work towards something, but the reason this sentence is precisely about bad habits is because it's a common knowledge that when something that is wrong, something that is bad, those kind of grow unconsciously. You don't pay attention to it and they keep growing. So what are we talking about here in this sentence? We're talking about bad habits that grow unconsciously. So the first part of the sentence here is the subject. What grows unconsciously is bad habits. So bad habits is the subject. The other part is the predicate in the sentence. Okay.
Always a verb is part of predicate.
Correct. Here grows is the verb in this case. Grows unconsciously. What grows unconsciously? The bad habits. Okay. Sujata, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Nature is the best physician. Natural.
Read the sentence again.
Nature is the best physician. Natural. Answer is the physician is the best.
You have to form a sentence using the words given.
Okay, sir.
First read. It's written there. Form a sentence using these words. So tell me which is the grammatically correct sentence.
Natural is the best physician, sir.
Cannot be. Understand the meaning of the sentence first. Look at all the sentences, 4 sentences, and then tell what sentence makes sense.
The natural physician is the best.
Take your time. It's okay. Try and understand the meaning. A lot of times we are in a hurry to give a sentence. That's okay. Take your time, understand the meaning, then explain.
Sir, the third one, sir, the best physician is natural. Nature, sir.
Okay, Sujata, you need to understand, look at all the sentences. Read all the sentences. I want you to read all 4 sentences. Read it.
The natural physician is the best nature.
Does it make sense to you? The first sentence, does it make any sense? Does it make any sense, the first sentence?
No, sir.
No, good. Now read the second sentence.
The physician is the best natural nature, sir.
Does it make sense again? Sorry?
Physician is the best natural nature, matlab.
Does the sentence make sense? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No. Third sentence. Read the third sentence.
The best physician is natural nature.
Does the sentence make sense again?
No, sir.
Fourth one.
Natural is the best natural physician.
You are reading wrong. You are reading incorrect. It's not natural is the best natural physician. Read it again. What is written?
Nature is the best natural physician, sir.
Very good. So why the mistake? Guys, read. This is for everyone. When the words are given, go slow. Take your time. It's not about being in a hurry to give a right or a wrong answer. Go slow. I want you all to work on your pronunciation as well and try and decode and understand the meaning of a sentence. So now, Sujata, tell me, what is the meaning of the sentence? Nature is the best natural physician. What do you think is the meaning of the sentence?
Nature physician matlab best medicine, sir.
Very good.
Nature में सब medicines है, sir.
Very good. Excellent. So that's the meaning. So why the mistake earlier? Go slow. The nature is the best natural physician, as you rightly explained. Very good. Good explanation. So the meaning is that a lot of times naturopathy, right? Naturopathy, for example, is what? Using, or Ayurveda, for example, right? Is used because of, is used in terms of natural products, right? So that's what it basically means. Products that we get from the nature. It's not chemically processed products that we use. So that's why it says nature is the best natural physician. Sometimes we don't even need to seek a medical treatment. The wounds, like for example, an open wound heals naturally, right? So that's what it basically means. Nature is the best natural physician. Now, Sujata, tell me, in this sentence, nature is the best natural physician, which is the subject and which is the predicate in the sentence?
Nature is subject, sir.
Very good. And the rest of the part is the predicate in the sentence. Very good.
Natural physician predicate, sir.
Is the best natural physician, is the entire part is the predicate in the sentence. It is talking about the subject here in this case. Okay. Good, very good. The verb has to come in the predicate. So you start with is the best natural physician. The entire part is predicate. Nature is the subject. Very good. Go ahead, read the next one, Sujata.
We cannot pump the ocean dry.
What is the subject here?
We subject, sir. Predicate the ocean, sir.
Very good. What do you understand from, what do you think is the meaning of this proverb?
मतलब ओशन को हम ड्राई नहीं कर सकते, पंप नहीं कर सकते.
Think.
पानी में हम नहीं निकाल सकते हैं ना, सर?
I understand. I'm asking the meaning of this particular sentence. What is the meaning of the sentence, guys?
Sir, it means that we cannot take the whole water from the ocean.
You're giving a literal meaning. I'm asking in terms of a larger meaning. What do you understand from this sentence?
We cannot make the ocean dry by pumping all the water from it.
I'm not asking the literal meaning. I'm asking what do you think is what is a larger meaning of this particular sentence? What does it relate to?
Sir.
It's a proverb.
Sir, some people have lots of knowledge. Even if we try to take some knowledge from them, they have lots of knowledge.
That's not the meaning of the sentence. No, that's not the meaning of the sentence. Sorry to cut you, but that is not the meaning. Anyone else? That is not the meaning of this proverb.
वर्ल्ड में लॉट ऑफ नॉलेज है सर, एक ड्रॉप भी नहीं सीख सकती है ऐसा.
No, that's not the meaning. Anyone else wants to try? What is the meaning of this proverb? We cannot pump the ocean dry. Anyone? It's a completely different meaning, this particular proverb. Okay. This particular proverb basically means that we should profit by experience. That's what it basically means. It means that cannot constantly try and, you cannot constantly try and, how do I put it across? When you overdo something, like for example, just give me a minute, I will tell you the word that I'm looking for. We should not abuse basically something that you are getting as a benefit. Okay. So like, for example, there's this another proverb where the golden geese or something like that, where if you're gaining something good out of something, you should not overdo it or not abuse the use of it. You should gain from it, okay? Slowly and steadily. So we cannot pump the ocean dry basically means that we should profit by the experience. We should not basically overdo something. Okay. The other meaning, similar meaning is also that when you are benefiting out of something, agar aapko kuch acha cheez mil rahi hai, when you are gaining something from someone's experience, try and make the most of it rather than abusing it or overdoing it. That's what the meaning of this proverb is. Okay. There are a couple of other meanings as well. You can look at it the other way around, but largely this is basically what it means, that we should profit from our experience rather than overdoing something in life in general as a practice. Okay. All right. Just a minute, guys. Some of our learners still joining. Okay, that's fine. Karthik, go ahead, read the next one.
Yes, sir. A barking sound the shepherd hears. What the shepherd hears, a barking sound.
What is the predicate in this sentence?
Predicate is barking sound, comma hears. Okay.
Yes, that, and you're talking about what? You're talking about the shepherd in this case. So the shepherd is the subject in this sentence. This is this is a lyrics, basically like a poetry. So that's why you would, if it was written, the shepherd hears a barking sound, it would be very easy to identify. That's why a barking sound, the shepherd hears. This is in a prose or poetry. So you ask yourself, what does the shepherd hear? The shepherd subject hears a barking sound, because in the sentence it's used the other way around. That's why a barking sound first, then the subject, and then the continuation of the predicate. Anyone has any doubt about the sentence, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to, I'll be...
To find out the subject, who hears the barking sound? Am I right, sir?
Yes, the shepherd hears the barking sound, so the shepherd will become the subject. That's the correct way of asking it. Okay. Right. Just a minute. Go ahead, read the next one.
Oh my God. Next time my grandmother is coming from Korea. My grandmother. Subject. Who is coming from Korea next week? Answer is my grandmother. So it is subject.
With regards to that, we cannot dry the ocean. I've just typed the meaning on the chat. Yeah. So next week, my grandmother is coming from Korea. Who is coming from Korea?
My grandmother. Yeah.
Absolutely. The other part of the sentence is what is the predicate in the sentence. Yeah. Subject is you're talking about. Identify what part of the sentence does my grandmother belong to. Yes, my grandmother is the subject in this case. Guys, anyone has any doubts about any of the sentences, please feel free to ask. Please stop and ask. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's continue. Vaishnavi, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Yes, sir. Sitting on the roof of my house was a blackbird.
Huge, huge blackbird. Read the sentence again.
Yes, sir. Sitting on the roof of my house was a blackbird.
Huge लिखा है वो.
Huge. Okay, sir.
तो यहाँ पर इस सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट क्या है और प्रेडिकेट क्या है. ये जो ब्रैकेट में दिया है सिटिंग ऑन द रूफ ऑफ माय हाउस, आपको समझा व्हाट इज अ सब्जेक्ट एंड व्हाट इज अ प्रेडिकेट? हम जो टॉपिक डिस्कस कर रहे हैं.
Yes, sir. मुझे predicate. I understand predicate, but I'm late joining, so I cannot understand subject. Okay, sir, I'm trying.
इस सेंटेंस सबसे पहले बताइए इस सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट क्या है?
Bird.
Very good. A huge black bird is the subject in this particular sentence. Very good. The blackbird. The bird, yes, we are talking about the bird, so the bird is the subject. Yes, you can say that. What? Yeah, go ahead. So that entire was a huge black bird is the entire thing is the subject. Very good. And what is the predicate in this sentence? Sitting on the roof of my house.
Yes, sir.
क्यों अभी बताइए क्यों ये सब्जेक्ट है bird was a huge black bird और क्यों वो predicate है sitting on the roof of my house? क्यों वो predicate है? हिंदी में बताओगे तो भी चलेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
Yes, sir. वो मतलब हमारे घर सिटिंग.
किस चीज इस तरह मत समझाइए, आप सब्जेक्ट और प्रेडिकेट की तरह समझाइए. किस चीज के बारे में बात हो रही है?
जो मतलब बर्ड घर में
बर्ड के बारे में बात हो रही है, इसलिए बर्ड क्या हो गया?
सब्जेक्ट.
और उसके बारे में एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन क्या दी गई है, वो कहां पर बैठा है, राइट?
यस, सिटिंग ऑफ हाउस. यस, इट इज अ
predicate. Very good, well done. Good. Go ahead, read the next one. Sentence पढ़िए.
On the way from school to Frankfurt yesterday afternoon, bus number 21 crashed into a parked car. Identify the proofing subject.
Subject क्या है इसमें? Complex sentence. That's fine. So जो बस नंबर 21 दिया गया है वो इस सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट है. पूरा सेंटेंस फिर से पढ़िए. Read the sentence again.
On the way from school to Frankfurt yesterday afternoon, bus number 21 crashed into a parked car. जो मतलब 21 बस का है ना सर, क्रैश हो गया है.
So यहाँ पर किसके बारे में बात हो रही है? बस नंबर 21 के बारे में बात हो रही है. बाकी the entire other part of the sentence is the predicate. Anyone has any doubt about this?
Sir, it means 21 bus, it is a subject, and जो उसके बारे में information दिए कैसे हो गया, कब हो गया, वो predicate.
Very good. That's correct. Absolutely right. Well done. So yes, the entire other part of the sentence is the predicate, because what are we talking about? We are talking about bus number 21. Now, in this sentence, if I were to rephrase the sentence, it will be very easy for you to identify. If I say bus number 21, comma, on the way from school to Frankfurt yesterday afternoon, comma, crashed into a parked car. Or yesterday afternoon, bus number 21 crashed into a parked car on the way from school to Frankfurt. मैं इसको दो तीन तरह से rephrase कर सकता हूँ sentence को. They'll be a little easier to identify the subject, but here the speaker has used it in this way: on the way from school to Frankfurt yesterday afternoon. Bus number 21 crashed into a parked car. Grammatically correct sentence. Just a question you need to ask. What is it that was on its way from school to Frankfurt yesterday? And what is it that crashed into a parked car? Your answer is, it was bus number 21 that crashed into a parked car. So that's why subject is the bus and the other part of the sentence is the predicate. Okay. Tarup, go ahead, read the next one.
Yes,
Next sentence.
Compound subjects and predicates. A compound subject is when two or more separate subjects take the same predicate or group of predicates. A compound predicate is a when a subject or group or subjects take two or more predicates. Example: Meera and I played a game. In this sentence, the predicate is played, so we ask ourselves who played. Of course, both Meera and I played. So the clause has two subject or compound subject or a compound subject. I went home and studied. What is the verb in the above sentence? You might notice that there are two, went and studied. Since the subject I takes both of these predicates, the clause has a compound predicate.
Very good. Just give me a minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay. So here we are talking about the compound subjects and predicate. Compound subject is when two or more separate subjects take the same predicate or group of predicates. मतलब दो चीज जो है जिनके बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो और उनके बारे में या तो एक एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई है एज अ प्रेडिकेट या दो तीन अलग अलग चीजें बताई गई है. A compound predicate is when a subject or a group of subjects takes two or more predicates. Yeah. तो दो या दो से ज्यादा जो सब predicate होते हैं, that's called that's the compound predicate is when a subject or group of subjects, जब एक subject या एक group subjects का जो group है वो दो या दो से ज्यादा predicates के बारे में बात करता है या predicates involve करता है, तब उसे एक compound predicate कहा जाता है. Here, when you read the sentence, Meera and I, always remember this, you never use your name first, so you'd never be I and Meera. In terms of the rules, grammar rules, always the pronoun you, when you're talking about yourself, comes next, second in the order or last in the order, whatever. So Meera and I played a game. यहाँ पर किसके बारे में बात हो रही है? दो लोगों के बारे में बात हो रही है. In this sentence, the predicate is played. So we ask ourselves, who played? Of course, both Meera and I played. So the clause has two subjects or a compound subject. In this case, we are talking about two people. Meera के बारे में बात हो रही है, मेरे बारे में भी बात हो रही है. Why? Because we both played the game. So played a game, predicate in this case. I went home and studied. मैंने घर जाकर क्या किया? दो चीजें की. So I am the subject in this sentence, right? One subject. What did I do upon reaching home? After reaching home, what did I do basically? I went home and studied. What is the verb of the above sentence? You might notice that there are two, went and studied. Okay, so went home and studied. Since the subject I takes both these predicates, the clause has a compound predicate. So I, subject, what is the verb starts with went, home and studied in this case. So here, the two things is what I did. So that's why this becomes a compound predicate in this case. Okay, we'll look at some examples to understand this. Tarup, go ahead, read the next one.
Yes, sir.
Read the sentence.
On Sunday morning, my friends and I play football in the park.
What is the subject?
Subject is my friend and I.
My friends and I. Yes, absolutely. My friends and I. Here is the subject. Why? Because कौन खेलता है football? My friends and I. Yeah, absolutely. Both. So here it's the compound subject in this case because it has two subjects here in this case. Okay, very good. Soma, go ahead, read the next one.
Identify the subject in this sentence. Occasionally, the predicate comes before the subject. So the subject.
No, read the sentence again.
Occasionally, the predicate comes before the subject.
Okay. In this case, what is the question? What is it asking you to identify? Without getting confused, don't get confused. Just read it like a normal sentence. Occasionally, The subject comes before occasionally the predicate comes before the subject. In this case, the question is identify the subject in this sentence. So subject क्या है इस sentence में? किसके बारे में बात हो रही है?
predicate के बारे में.
Exactly. So in this sentence, what the predicate is what? The predicate is the subject in the sentence. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't get confused with the grammar. Whenever this is given to confuse, but don't get confused. Just read the sentence normally and ask yourself, what is the sentence talking about? What is it that is being described here? And which part contains the verb in this case, right? So here, the predicate is what we are talking about, what we are describing. So the subject in this case is the predicate, and the rest of the part of this is the predicate in the sentence. Got it? Soma, clear? Anyone has any doubt about the sentence? Occasionally, sorry?
What comes occasionally before the subject? Answer is the predicate.
Yes. So the predicate is the subject in the sentence. The rest of the part is the predicate. Okay. Soma, go ahead. Read the next slide.
A guilty conscience needs to excuse. Identify the subject. A guilty conscience.
Conscience is how you pronounce the word. Read the sentence again.
A guilty conscience needs no excuse.
What you're pronouncing is a different word. You're pronouncing it as conscious. Conscious is spelled C-O-N-S-C-I-O-U-S. Conscious basically means sachet rehna, to be aware. This is not that word. This is conscience.
No, a guilty conscience.
I'll help you pronounce this particular word. This particular word is, this is called the moral sense ke baare mein baat ho rahi hai. The inner voice. Okay. So this word is pronounced as conscience. Conscience. So the sentence is, a guilty conscience needs no excuse. What is the meaning of the sentence? Anyone? What is the meaning of the sentence?
Sir, sometimes there is some punishment, sir, hanging punishment. Some people say that the people should not be hanged for their bad things. But then we can use this. Guilty conscience needs no excuse. We can hang them.
No, that is not the meaning of the sentence. That's not the meaning of the sentence. You are looking at it from the society's point of view. Look at it in terms of a personal point of view. It's an idiom. Let's say, look at it this way. When you say a guilty conscience needs no, what is the sentence here? Yeah, a guilty conscience needs no excuse. Basically, what it means is that, look at it from a personal point of view. When you are guilty, okay, or if you know that if you have done something wrong, what is the first thing that you should do?
Apologize.
That means what?
Excuse.
First thing is to confess. Confess. So first thing is to confess. Okay. So if you have done something wrong, you'll be uncomfortable. You know, you will not like it. But you want to confess. Even if someone does not accuse you of doing anything wrong, you should be the first person who should be aware, because you don't need any excuse to confess and apologize for whatever you've done. Yeah, you can say apologize. That's fine as well. So there is no excuse for not confessing or not admitting something when you know that you have basically done something wrong. So this particular proverb is like, a guilty conscience needs no accuser. That's actually the proverb. This is used in another way. Needs no excuse, but it's similar to that. A guilty conscience needs no accuser. That is the meaning. Basically, you don't need anyone to accuse you for admitting something or confessing something when you know that you are actually guilty. Something that is done something that is done unintentionally is different. But when you know that you've made a mistake and you are guilty of doing something wrong, then you should be the first person to confess it. Okay. Yes. So here in this case, the subject is a guilty conscience because we are talking about that, and needs no excuse is the predicate in this sentence. Okay, good. Sujata, go ahead, read the next slide.
No man can serve two masters. Here subject is no man, sir. First one, sir.
Okay. Which part of the sentence includes the doer in this case? No man, very good. And can serve two masters, very good. So the two masters here, can serve two masters, would be the predicate. Very good. What is the meaning of the sentence? No man can serve two masters.
One person's serve only one master.
Yeah, well, close to it, but something more. Anyone
Sir,
else?
We can take example of you, sir. Like for example, you cannot answer to two person at a time.
Absolutely, absolutely. That means what?
It means one at a time.
So yes, there are two meanings of this particular phrase, okay, of this idiom. It basically means when you say no man can serve two masters, means that you cannot work for two people or organizations in good faith. It's not possible because you'll end up favoring one or the other. Okay. So that's why you don't have, I mean, you can freelance and have multiple jobs, but that's not the meaning here. That's not the point here. The point is you cannot be loyal to two people. You will end up hurting one, or you will end up being more favorable to one. Okay. End up being favorable to one. That is one of the meanings. The other thing is that you cannot, like he explained, you cannot divide your attention, okay, your efforts or goals towards two things. That will result in neither one of the goals being fulfilled. मतलब ना तो यहाँ का ना इधर का ना उधर का कहते हैं हिंदी में, right? So basically means what? If you are trying to pursue two different things, trying to complete simple meaning, you're trying to complete two different tasks at one point of time. मैं ये चीज भी कर रहा हूँ और दूसरी चीज भी कर रहा हूँ. The possibility is the chances are that ना तो ये काम सही से होगा ना तो दूसरा काम सही से होगा. So you'll not be able to fulfill, or you'll not be able to complete what you've set out. So the best way to do is focus on one task, one at a time. That's why I say one thing at a time. You complete that, then you move on to the other, rather than doing two things at a time, which will never yield proper results. Do one thing at a time. Okay. Go ahead, Sujata, read the next one.
Borrowed garments never fit well. Subject borrowed garments.
What is being asked here? Identify the subject in this case. Yes, absolutely. Borrowed garments never fit well. What are we talking about? We're talking about the borrowed garments. What is the meaning of the sentence? Borrowed garments never fit well.
May I say, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, it means that we feel uncomfortable when we borrow from someone. Like if we feel like it is not ours, so like that. If it is our own, even it is in a bad shape or bad condition, we feel comfortable.
That is a literal meaning. Think more in terms of life. What is the meaning? Life lesson.
Sir, life means if we not only borrow garments, borrowing money also, till we repay that money, we feel like something is wrong.
Fair enough. Close to it. Anyone else has any other views? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
खुद का चीज कैसे भी यूज हम कमाने का चीज कैसे भी यूज कर सकती है, दूसरा का वैसे नहीं कर सकती है सर.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else?
सारा चीज जो होती है ना, वो कमाने का चीज वो कैसे भी फ्रीली हैंडल कर सकते हैं, दूसरा का नहीं कर सकते.
So what you all are talking about is kind of a literal meaning, okay, literal language. What I'm referring to is a figurative language. So basically trying to simplify or personify something that is different. Okay, so when you look at this particular sentence, what it basically means is that borrowed garments never fit well. इसका मतलब ये है कि when you talk about, when you follow others' experiences, okay, when you can always learn from others' experiences and try and learn and maybe not commit the same mistakes. However, when you literally follow others' footsteps, like when you talk about borrowing someone's garments, basically taking someone's, let's say I borrowed my friend's shirt, for example, okay? The chances are that it might not fit me properly. Why? Because of size, etc. Or I might not even like it because, the way I dress is probably different. So that is called literally speaking. When I say figuratively speaking, basically what it means is look at it in terms of life's experience and attitude. Like, for example, if you were to follow someone's footsteps blindly, okay, or if you were to follow someone's attitude or try and apply what someone experienced in their life, whether good, bad, whatever, literally in your life, same way, then that will end up causing more problems because your life experiences are completely different. The way you deal with life, what you encounter in your life, the way in which you perceive things is completely different from the other person. जो दूसरे के साथ हुआ है या उन्होंने जो एक्सपीरियंस किया है या उनका जो एटीट्यूड है, उनका जो वे ऑफ लाइफ है, वो completely different है आपके इससे. So basically do not follow someone's attitude and do not apply others' ideas to our problems. It will not suit. Why? Because our situations are different that we live in. That's why. So that's the meaning of this thing. So the borrowed ideas basically will not coincide or they will not do favor to us because our way, our upbringing, our way of looking at life is different from other people. That's why we all are unique in a way. That's why. Okay, so that is the meaning of the sentence. Okay, Vaishnavi, go ahead, read the next slide.
Yes, sir. The early bird catch the worm.
Catches, plural को plural की तरह पढ़िए.
The early bird catches the worm. The early bird first
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Hi Shima, hi Soma, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. How are you, Shima?
You take rest, ma'am, in afternoon?
Do I take rest in the afternoon? Depends. If I don't have a class, then I take rest. Mostly I have classes in the afternoon. So I have a break from 12:30 to 1:30 normally. My break, my lunch time. But then 1:30 onwards, I have class. Sometimes a class.
In particular school classes or other classes, ma'am?
No, I don't take school classes. I work for another company also. So
Okay,
I
nice.
take classes with students.
Only English speaking?
Yeah, correct. It's not only speaking, it's to do with writing also, creative writing, and overall communication, public speaking, those kind of things.
Okay, yeah. Nice work.
Okay, so we have some more learners here. Abhay, Vishal, Gautam, Soma, Isha is also trying to join. Cool. So you all know we are continuing what we started in the morning, right? So let me just share my screen, okay? Give me 1 sec. Yes. So I remember in the morning, Shima, you had joined. Abhay also joined, but he couldn't speak. Then
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Abhay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Thanks for joining.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then Vishal was there and Gautam. Isha was not there in the morning, but she has joined. Cool. So we'll just start off with this. Give me 1 moment. Let me just write everyone's name. 1 second, okay? Ananya is not here. All right, so should we go with the first pair? Soma, are you there? Soma is not here. So Shima and Vishal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, Vishal. Shima, you're there, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, great. So we'll start off with you two and then we'll go with the rest of the learners. So do you all remember what we were doing in the morning?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So who wants to be the colleague who has, a problem at work, who's fed up of work and wants to complain, and the other friend or the colleague has to understand the issue and try to discuss it?
Okay, so I'm fed up of work. Okay.
So you will be the one who's complaining.
Yeah.
Okay. And Vishal, will you be her partner, her colleague who's going to try to understand and listen to her and try to suggest something?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So Shima, you start and then let's see how it goes.
Okay. Hi, Vishal.
Hi, Seema. How are you?
I'm not good here nowadays. And how about you?
Ma'am, actually, I can't hear you properly.
Yeah, Shima, actually, we can't hear you that properly. Your voice is, there's some background noise.
Ma'am, can you add my name?
Yeah, Karthik, adding. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Now it is okay, ma'am.
We can hear you, Shima, but background में भी कुछ और आवाज आ रही है, कुछ echo जैसे कुछ तो आवाज आ रही है.
Yeah, it's a cooler, ma'am.
What is it? Is it a fan or something?
Okay, ma'am. 1 minute.
Yeah, कुछ तो चल रहा है background.
Yeah, cooler, ma'am. Cooler.
Maybe the cooler.
Yeah, because all are taking a rest, so that's
ठीक है.
Nowadays it's very hot.
Yeah. So then you'll have to be a little louder, Shima, because otherwise
Okay,
Vishal
ma'am, no
will not be able to hear you.
Okay. My voice is okay now.
It's okay, but आपको थोड़ा और जोर से बोलना पड़ेगा ताकि विशाल को सुनाई दे.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, let's try. Let's see if it works. Shima, can you just start? Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Vishal.
Hi, Seema. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not good nowadays. And
Why?
how about you?
I'm good.
Actually, yeah, I'm fed up of some office work, so that's why I want to quit this job.
Okay. Let me know the reason. Why are you fed up with your?
Because there are so many work pressure, so that's why sometimes I can't handle my family as well as work. So that's why I want to quit this job.
So you can ask them to cut your time. Like you can do a part-time job.
Yeah, I asked to SDO, but he is not ready for that because I wrote a letter there for 1 year, and
Okay.
they say to me, you can leave the job after 1 year because only 6 months ago I joined this job,
Okay. Okay.
but
Okay.
I'm not comfortable here. Yeah.
So you have to do
Any
this job at
suggestion?
least 1 year, according to them.
Yeah.
So you should wait for a year. I think you will gain more opportunities in next 6 months, or then you can join another company or like something you want to start your own.
Yeah, I want to join another company because here is no any good staff like a friendly, no any
Mm-hmm.
employee behave friendly with me and not compatible atmosphere for me. So that's why.
Okay, then you should, but you should
Do
wait.
you
You
know
have.
about?
Shima, let him complete. इसको complete करने दो. Vishal, complete your question, your
Uh,
sentence.
I'm telling you that you have to wait at least 6 months, as you told me that you can't leave this job before you completed 1 year here. So wait
Yeah.
for next 6 months, then you will uh, apply for a new job.
Yeah. I'm trying. Do you know about any other good company?
Yeah, I know a company you can apply there, and but you have to work here at least for 6 months. Then after 6 months, then you will apply, or uh, until you should gain your uh, new things, like here you what you can learn here you should gain from here.
Yeah. I learned so many things, but I'm not satisfied with the job. So
Okay, so you should ask some before a few days. Before leave this job, you should ask first your family and approach a new job. Then leave this job and take your decision. What you feel good, what to do.
yeah. I
And
told to my
next time when you apply for a new job, then you should uh, uh, clear before the job that you you need a limited time job. Like you can tell them.
yeah. Next time definitely I will clear that all things because this is my first job. So I got so many experience here. So nowadays I'm only frustrated about that, but I can't leave this job. So can you suggest me any other point how I will manage here for a 6 months?
Uh, First, you should ask you should talk with your manager or like your HOD. Then they will, they will help you out.
Yeah. Definitely I will ask my SOD.
Yes, they will help you to out this situation. Like then maybe you will get better solution.
Yeah, sometimes I ask to them, but they not appreciating me, and they are not satisfied with my work. So how I should handle this work? So you have experience about work. because you are working since 6 years, so you have so many experience, a lot of experience about work. So can you suggest me how I should handle work?
Yes, if they are not responding to you, then you should write an email to company's mail IDs, and they will sort out your problem.
Okay. Okay, I will email to company and I will tell him my all problems.
Yes.
And how is your work nowadays?
It's going good. Like I am doing well here, but I will start something my own in next few years, like next year or in 2-3 years. I will try to start.
Oh, it is a good idea.
Yes, thank you.
I will learn so many things from you when you start your own business.
Yes, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shima and Vishal, we can stop the conversation here. Good.
Okay.
I think
Thank you.
yeah, it was quite good, Shima and Vishal. Vishal, is this the first time you're attending the class or you attended before?
No, ma'am, it's my first time.
First class. Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
But nice talk.
Yeah, he was supporting you very well. And Shima, you also did very well. I know there's a problem in the audio, some issue, but still you all were listening and responding and everything quite fine. So good job.
Thank you.
Welcome, Vishal. Certain things I want you all to look at, okay, Shima, for you also especially. For example, the pronunciation of quit. इसका pronunciation ऐसा है, ये सुबह में भी मैंने बताया था, quit. Quit.
Yeah, I say quite, I think.
Yeah, not quite. Quite is different. Quite is like, I'm quite happy. काफी जो हम बोलते हैं ना, काफी खुश हूँ. So काफी के लिए हम बोलते हैं quite. Quite. But this is quit. I want to quit my job. I want to quit drinking, quit smoking, like that. Okay? And see, Vishal, for you, you can also ask her certain questions like, can you tell me why you're fed up? Why are you so tired of your job? So you can use the start like, can you tell me?
Yes, ma'am.
Instead of saying, let me know the reason. Because जब हम conversation करते हैं, तो हम ऐसे नहीं बोलते, let me know the reason. If you're writing an email, you can say, let me know the reason why this presentation was not submitted or something like that. But in a conversation, you say, okay, so can you tell me what is the problem? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Okay, that sounds more conversational.
Okay.
फिर शीमा आपने अपने आप को करेक्ट किया बीच में. There's a lot of work pressure. पहले आप बोल रहे थे there's many work pressure या ऐसा कुछ. So there is a lot of work pressure. So that's good. Then Vishal, you were giving good ideas. You were saying you can work part time. You can reduce your working hours. आप ऐसे बोल सकते हो. Can you ask them to
reduce? Yes, ma'am.
So maybe something like that. Okay.
Yes,
working hours or cut down your working hours. We can even use that. Cut down.
Okay.
Okay. Can you give me some? So Shima, देखो आपको पूछना था ना विशाल को कि क्या आप मुझे कुछ सजेशन दे सकते हो कि मैं ये सिचुएशन कैसे मैनेज करूं? So you can say, can you tell me how to manage this situation? Or can you give me some suggestions as to how to manage better? What do you suggest? ऐसे कुछ आप पूछ सकते हो.
Yeah, I asked here, can you suggest me on this?
Suggest me, something like that. So not suggest me, but suggest something. Okay, and also in the middle somewhere you said, they not appreciate me. But you have to say they don't appreciate.
They don't appreciate.
Correct, yes. They don't. Do not का हो जाएगा don't.
Don't.
Yeah, Shima?
Okay.
All right, good. Great, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay, let's go with the next pair. Isha, are you there, Isha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Isha. Okay. Let's see if Abhay is there, okay? Abhay, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, hi.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Can you put my name?
Yeah, Swati, no?
Yeah.
Okay, you just joined. All right, Swati and who else? Padma. And Vaishnavi.
Yes. No, ma'am, Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys just joined. Okay, quickly let's. Yeah. So Isha and Abhay.
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
start with you guys.
I will speak first question, ma'am.
So are you the one who's facing the problem? You are fed up at work?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
First
all
question.
right. Okay. First question नहीं है, situation है.
Situation, yes, ma'am.
And Isha will try to understand your problem and help you out. Isha, are you okay with that?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you try. Listen to him and see what you can suggest or what you can ask him.
Hello, Isha.
Hi, Abhay. How are you?
Yes, I am good. And how about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Thanks. Hey, what happened? You look so pale. You're not looking good.
Yes.
What's going on in your life?
Okay. Actually, I have fed up of my job, of my work. So these days, I am feeling not good here. So can you give me some suggestion?
Just let me know what happened. What happened actually? I want to know the reason why you're not interested in your job. Actually, it is your dream job, and after joining this job, that time you were very happy. I want to know the reason. Just let me know the reason why you're not feeling well.
Actually, this is a good company, but here this company and this environment is not good, and here culture is also not good. I didn't suit this environment here, so I am fed up for this work.
No, I don't think so. You are suitable candidate for this position, and I can understand. It's a corporate life. It will take some time to adjust here, but after 6 months, you will also used to do this. You will also used to do used to. So it's better to just keep calm and try to learn things here. So, what the problem? I just want to know. Yesterday, GM had sent one mail to us. So just make new presentation of for a new projects. So did you complete the PPT?
Actually, hello. Actually, I have been working here last 1 year or last 1 year, but I observed that in this company and this site, always here employee, especially worker, are do the strike, and always 5 and 10 days side closed and work closed, office also closed. So I don't feel good.
Oh, okay, Abhay. May I know the reason of the strike?
Actually, lot of reason demanding the lot of reason, and workers are demanding a lot of many things like increment of salary, and welfare facility also here not good. So lot of demand, but company don't fulfill the requirement. So I not feeling good. Actually, I also observe here here food is not good, accommodation is also not good, and actually company leave system is very bad. Actually, this company giving the two leave in a month, and 30 days of working day, and after 30 days 2 days leave. So this is a big problem because I away from home and I leave minimum 10 days, but our salary is cut. So the system is not like.
I would like to give you one suggestion. Abhay. I think you're not feeling well because of work pressure, and I know if you have so much work on pressure on you, you could not perform well from last month. So it's better to just take leave for a week, and you can go for a vacation with your family and friends. And after vacation, I'm pretty sure you will feel pretty good.
I can take a vacation, but I realize कि here I have a lot of work. I have lot of work pressure. I have workload. But many time I demand the workforce, workmen in our department. So company don't provide the manpower.
Do one thing. Our GM has a generous heart. Maybe she would help you. She understand the problem, employees' problem very well. I think we should go there and talk with her. Would you like to talk with her, Mehta ma'am?
Okay, I discuss and I
Let's go tomorrow with me, and we can talk about your problem. And I have to show the presentation also. So is it okay for you tomorrow after lunch?
Okay, we can talk with our management या GM, but here don't get Sunday holiday. So this is very
Abhay, I
problem.
want to say one thing. If you leave the company, I don't think so you will be in loss, because you have signed the bond with this company before your job, and you cannot break the bond. After 1.5 years, you can leave the company. So just try to adjust here. It's a very good company actually. You can learn a lot of good things, and for practical, there are so many good skills you can learn here. So just try to keep patience and keep faith in yourself, and one day you will be perform very well. Why don't you go for a yoga classes and some stretching classes? There is one institute near my house, so maybe you will feel better.
Not that type of situation. I have main problem here. Salary structure is also not good. Here is the salary structure is very poor. So I want to change the job. I am trying to. I am trying. Yes, already one interview I had attended last.
But problem is that if you break
1
the
week.
bond, you have to give 3 times more than your salary. So are you comfortable with this?
Yes, but don't like this company. Yes.
Okay, Isha and Abhay, we'll stop here.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Abhay.
Yeah, good. I think Isha and Abhay, it was a very good conversation. I'll tell you why. Because at the start, Abhay, you started by saying that you have a problem with whatever problems you have with the company. And then Isha, you started off really nicely. You said you look very pale today, not looking very good. We know what is the problem. Can you tell me what is the issue that you're facing? So that was a nice way of asking him some probing questions.
Yes, ma'am. If you are in problem, ma'am, and by facial expression, you can recognize the problem, your friends and family, ma'am.
True. For many people, it shows on the face. So, you started it off like that. That was very nice. And Abhay also came up with so many different, issues that, he wanted to explain and talk about. And you were also coming up with nice suggestions and ideas and trying to ask him questions, and he was responding. Abhay, even your sentence construction is becoming much better day by day. You're making much better sentences also. So very
Okay,
nice.
ma'am. Thank you,
I can
ma'am.
see
Thank you.
improvement in both of you, of course.
Too
But
much, ma'am.
yeah,
I can see lots of improvement in Isha's speech, ma'am.
yeah, definitely. Isha is much more clear. She's much more calm when she's speaking now, as opposed to maybe a few months ago. I think Isha will also realize that. Initially, she was very fast, but and her style of speaking has changed altogether, I feel, to some extent. So okay, just one moment, guys. I just wanted to look at few things though. For example, अभय जब आपको कहना था ना ये environment suit नहीं करता है मुझे, so you can say this environment doesn't suit me. Okay, this environment or this culture, working culture. वैसे भी बोल सकते हो. The work environment or the work culture doesn't suit me. So Isha wanted to say you will get used to it. Isha, you will get used to it. Not used to it. You will get used to it. And one thing, Abhay, देखो ईशा ने आपको पूछा था बीच में, did you complete the PPT? So I don't know you that answer. आपने जवाब ही नहीं दिया, आप कुछ और आगे बढ़ गए अपने आपको जो कहना था उस पे. So just focus on the other person also, what they are saying. So did you complete the PPT? Then you will say yes or no and then move on, right? Then the workers go on strike. Abhay, अगर आपको बोलना है कि वो strike पे जाते हैं, so you can say the workers go on strike. Okay. And you are using the word actually a lot, Abhay. Almost every sentence of yours was starting with actually. So you try to don't do that, not do that. हर sentence में actually मत डालिए. ठीक है? It's like a filler. Avoid doing that. Then, so I'm not feeling good. No, I don't feel good, Abhay.
Yes.
I don't feel good. Use the simple present tense. I don't feel good because of overworking, work pressure, whatever it is. And the company doesn't provide manpower, not don't provide, doesn't provide. It doesn't provide. The company doesn't provide. So again, it's just a little bit of fine tuning for you all, both of you, but you keep up your practice. Whatever you're doing, just keep it up. Okay. And keep up your confidence. All right. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Let's go to the next pair. Come on. Karthik, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's just see if Gautam is there. 1 second. Gautam is not there in the Zoom room anymore. Okay, Anamika, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go with Karthik and Anamika. One moment, okay. Shima has a question. Shima, boliye, what is your question?
Yeah, ma'am. Sometimes I say, ma'am, I'm not feeling good. So it is right?
It's better to say I don't feel good.
Okay, ma'am.
I don't feel good. Okay. Okay to say I'm not feeling good. Nothing wrong with it. It's sort of acceptable. But actually,
Feeling,
I don't
feel is a stative verb, no, ma'am. We cannot use in present continuous tense.
Correct. That is true. But the thing is, it is used so often now that it has become like people do it, say it like that. But
Yeah, in spoken English.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm not feeling good. Can be related to health issue also.
Feeling
I'm
well.
not feeling good.
Can be anything. Health issue, mentally you're not feeling good, physically you're not.
Yeah.
Can be anything. But
Yeah,
I
when
don't,
we
actually
go,
it should be I don't feel well today. I don't feel well. That's the apt way of saying it.
yeah, when we go in hospital, that time we use always, I'm not feeling good.
But instead of that, actually, like how Karthik was saying, we should say I don't feel well. I don't feel too well today. Something like that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's start Karthik, Anamika. So who's the one who's having facing problem?
Yeah, ma'am, I have problem. I want to quit the job.
Okay, fine. So Anamika, right?
Shall I start the conversation, ma'am?
Let Anamika start, Karthik. Let her.
No. She has the problem, but I'll start the conversation in different way.
Different way. Okay, Anamika, should we go ahead with that?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
You only have the problem. Anamika, you only have the problem. I am just the co-worker of
Okay,
you.
okay, I got it. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi Anamika. Last night I went to our colleague Rupesh son's birthday. That time I
Yeah.
came to know that you're not doing well these days, and you're also fed up with your work, and you are planning to quit your job. So, may I know the reason?
Yeah. Um, okay, actually, I want to quit my job as you also work together with me. So I want to share my problem.
Yeah, please share.
Yeah, actually, I am fed up with lots of work here and there in our company. As we are working together, yeah. Um, 1 minute. Yeah. Mm, Actually, my boss doesn't. I want to quit my job because my job boss doesn't appreciate me. Whether I do lots of work with full dedication for company. So I want to quit. What do you think about this?
Uh, First of all, I cannot say. Means I am not in your position, so I don't know much about this situation. But the only thing is, you should have some kind of job satisfaction. If it is not there, definitely you cannot work in that company. But before
Yeah.
quitting, you also need to rethink, because the
Yeah.
salary structure and the work environment and the pressure means you have lots of advantages in this company. So you need to think whether you will get the same kind of advantages or the same kind of benefits in other company also. Yeah.
Yeah. There are lots of there are what I say advantage. Yeah, I get advantages, but I don't think I will get promotion here. I have been working here for 1 hour, 1 year, sorry, 1 year, but I'm not satisfying.
But Anamika, frankly speaking, I have been working for the last 3 years since yet I didn't get promotion. But nowadays, what the boss is, what the boss thinks is, he gives us some targets. If we are able to achieve those targets in time, then he'll consider about our promotion. So I think you need to consider this point also, not the seniority and all.
Yeah, actually, my working time is 8 hours only. But after completing 8 hours, they give me more work to do, and I have my family also, so I don't get time to spend with my family.
Okay. Did you apply for any company, any other company?
Yeah, I have sent CV on some job website, and consultant also called me on phone for interview in some companies.
Okay. Then my suggestion is, till you get confirmation letter from that company, don't leave this company, because sometimes nowadays what's happening is, they are saying that you are selected, but after few days or few months they are just rejecting the application, and that time you will face some kind of difficulty if you don't have any job. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for suggestion me. I really admire that.
Yeah, the thing is, till you get confirmation from that company, uh, so don't quit this job.
Okay, I will spend some more month here, and then I will try to continue. If I it will be favorable for me, then definitely I will continue.
And one more thing, Anamika, you said that
Yeah.
you're not getting recognition from the boss in this company. So can you means, is there any guarantee that you will get recognition and promotion in the next company?
Yeah, it is a different. Yeah, I don't think so. But whenever a person do with any work with full dedication, then everyone wants to appreciate, wants appreciation. So same here. I also want. to from boss.
Um,
He appreciates me.
yeah, I also suggest you to talk with that company employees also on this point, because nowadays getting promotion and salary hikes is a big thing. So
Yeah.
once try to talk with them before joining in that company.
Okay. I will talk.
And also the
And
thing is, this company is also close to your house. So, and also you have own
yeah,
house.
that's
So
why
if
I
you move
joined.
to that company, you also need to pay rent. So you also think this way also.
Yeah, that's why I joined, because it is nearby my house. And actually, I want to know one thing. Um, After how many years or month you get promotion here?
Yeah, that's what I
You
said,
got
Anamika. Actually, the rules are different in different companies. So in some companies, like in some government companies, what they do is they go with the seniority. They don't see the the capacity or capability of the person. They just simply go with the seniority. But in our company, the rules are totally different. In our company, the boss is only seeing the targets. Means he is giving us some targets. If we are able to do the targets in time, then definitely he is considering that point. So the rules are different in different companies. So you also need to know about this point in next company also.
Yeah, actually, I work a lot, so that's why I want to appreciation or promotion. Whether he gives a lot, the boss give me lots of work, but I never denied. I never told and tell him that I will not do. Yeah, or my working time is over. I will not do more than my 8 hours. I never tell him, but still I never get any appreciation, or I don't think I will get promotion, because I think 1 year is more, because I'm fresher, so I don't have more ideas about the companies or promotion regarding.
And Anamika, I think you're also aware of one more point, that with the promotion, the pressure also increases. Like if you are doing if you are in the higher post, then automatically the pressure also will increase. So you are saying that nowadays I'm not getting time to spend with my family members because I'm going late to home. So
Yeah,
if you get promotion, you need to spend more hours in the company. So you also think this way also.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool.
Thank you for suggestion. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Karthik and
Once,
Anamika.
yes, ma'am. Last point, ma'am.
Ah,
Once think twice before quitting the job.
Think twice before quitting.
Definitely, definitely,
Yeah. Thank you, Anamika.
Very
definitely.
nice.
I will
Okay.
think twice.
Yeah. Karthik and Anamika, very good. I think Karthik, you also came up with so many different suggestions, and you directed the conversation in a different way. And accordingly, Anamika was also putting across her points and trying to see how she can respond and what she can say. So good, very good. I've written a couple of things here. I think Karthik at the start were trying to say Rupesh's son's birthday. Yeah,
Yes,
one
ma'am.
of the colleagues.
Rupesh's son's birthday.
ठीक है. Thank you for your suggestion, Anamika. Thank you for your suggestion.
Yeah,
Either you can say thank you for your suggestion, or you can say thank you for suggesting this.
yeah.
Thank you for suggesting this. जो भी
Yes.
उन्होंने suggest किया. Okay. I'm very grateful to you. You and somebody else also in the morning said, I really admire this. But यहाँ पे admire बोलना एकदम context में नहीं बैठता है. So you can say, thank you for your suggestion. I'm very grateful to you. मतलब आपने मुझे help किया, आपने मुझे suggestion दिया. Your advice is good. So you can say, I'm very grateful
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you. Instead of saying, I
Admire means
admire.
inspiration, no, ma'am. Inspiration.
Yeah, admire is, when you look up to somebody, you can say,
Yeah.
I admire this person or this personality. But here you are only giving a suggestion, so there's no need to use the word admire for this. So you can say, I'm very grateful to you. I'm very thankful to you for your help, for your suggestion.
Actually, I thought that I will follow whatever he said. That's why I use this word.
हाँ, but
Used to, yeah.
admire
Okay.
आप कैसे बोल सकते हैं? For example, अगर आप और बात कर रहे हो कार्तिक से and you want to tell him that I admire your working style. आप जिस तरीके से
Okay,
काम
okay.
करते हो, I admire your working style. I admire how well you manage your clients. ऐसे कुछ आप बोल सकते हो उसको आगे आगे जब आप बात कर रहे हो.
Actually, ma'am, Karthik is a good speaker, so I don't know why I feel hesitation today.
That's okay. You are doing quite well,
Felt, ma'am.
Anamika. Maybe you felt, but you are doing quite well. So nothing.
Yeah.
You are doing a good
Actually,
job.
Anamika,
I never.
you also spoke really well.
Yeah,
No, no.
exactly.
More of times
Just because you are means you
listening.
don't have some ideas, you hesitated, but your speaking style is very good.
Correct. Yeah, nothing like that. So it was going quite well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely, but I felt, ma'am.
It happens sometimes. It happens. That's okay. But you got to overcome that, right? Whoever you may be speaking to, you should
Yeah.
ensure that you're confident enough and you listen and you respond. That's all you have to do, right? Listen and respond.
Because in this class, ma'am, yeah, definitely. Ma'am, in this class, 2-3 students are very good speaker. So that and fluency is also some in speed, ma'am. So
That's
this
good.
is
No, that is
very difficult to understand. Yeah.
no, but I'm sure that it's
Yeah, but
if
thank you,
actually
Karthik.
listen, you can understand, and it's good actually when you have a balance of different kind of learners. You all can all learn from each other. So I would say rather.
And I
take
never
advantage of-
thought that he will put this type of question in starting. I never thought so.
That's okay, but you did well, Anamika. Just be confident in
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthik. Yeah.
Welcome. Okay, Karthik, see, you were
Yes,
using
ma'am.
one word, recognition, and I was thinking whether it's better to use the word recognition.
Recognition. Okay, ma'am.
Recognition. Just you're saying, right, that at work I need some
Yes,
recognition.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That my employer should recognize me, should see how much I'm doing, and appreciate me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After how long did you get promoted here? That's why I'm looking for appreciation. See, Anamika, you can also say my working hours are up. मेरे working hours के बाद भी वो मुझे काम देते हैं. So you can say you can simply say they give me work or they assign some work to me even after my working hours. Or
Yeah.
post my working hours. Something like that also you can say.
Okay.
All right. So good. Very nice. Good conversation. Okay. We have a little more time. That's good. Let's go with Rupa and.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi, Rupa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Good. Good. I'm doing well. Thanks. 1 second. Okay. Where's Ashish? Ashish, are you there? Ashish nahi hai. Okay. Let's go with Swati.
Ma'am,
Swati.
only one point, ma'am. You wrote yes, tell me. That time I used yeah, please tell me like that.
No, you didn't say tell me. You said yeah, please share. She
Yeah,
said,
please
I
share.
want to
Yeah,
share,
please
and
share.
then you said please share. This is okay, but in conversation we say, yeah, tell me what is the problem.
Okay,
In
ma'am.
natural conversation, you would rather say, tell me, yes, what is the issue? So I just wrote it over there, just like that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
You say please share is also fine, no problem. ठीक है. Rupa and Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, come on, let's start. Who's the one who's going to be
Ma'am, I'm facing the problem.
the complaining one? Who, Swati?
Yes. No, ma'am, Rupa.
Rupa. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Swati, you try to listen along, see what is the issue, and you can discuss with her.
Hi,
Okay.
Swati. Okay.
Hi, Rupa. How are you?
Hi, Swati. I'm not feeling good. I'm going through some tough situation, and I don't know. I continue my job or quit. And my friend, I'm fed up of somewhere. They are giving me lots of work pressure and the overtime also. And how can I manage? I don't know all those things. Can you suggest me, please?
Means
I'm
what
doing?
happened? What happened at your work? Why you are leaving your job?
Yeah, somewhere they are pushing me that overtime. Okay, they are doing you have to do that lots of work pressure, and they are putting me that lots of work. So and they don't increase my increment and salary also. I just talked to my boss and then suggest me no. This year, because last 2 years they are not getting so much of profit in that company for corona or the pandemic. So that's why they didn't increase my salary. So what can I do? You just
Yeah,
suggest me.
actually, see Padma. Oh, sorry. Who is this?
Rupa.
Rupa.
Actually, see Rupa. It is true. So, in this pandemic, lots of issues are going on. So, you should continue your job. Don't quit this job because of salary and all. Because afterwards, if you leave this job, it is not sure that you will get another job. And if you have opportunity, then you can think about it.
Yeah, I know, and you know me very well. I am a hardworking and disciplined person, and I also keen to upscale new learning skill, and I will get another job easily. But I think I can quit my job or not. I don't know, because that the negative situation and the negative environment doesn't suit me, because I don't like the negative person also. You know, na, they are always teach me like a as a co like a say new worker. I'm not a new worker. I'm a like I'm doing my job since 5 years, but they don't treat me like this. How can I tolerate all these things?
Sometimes you should ignore those people. Otherwise, you can't move forward in your life. You sometimes you should ignore such kind of persons. So
Yeah.
because of our some negative people, you please don't quit the job. This is my
Yeah.
suggestion to you.
Yeah, it's a great suggestion. I know, because you always think me good. But you know, another problem is also organization doesn't provide me workers also. They put a lots of pressure in the one man, like, oh, I am like, now I am feel a one man army. Okay, they feel lots of work and just put it in my head. How can I manage? I am only for 8. My job is my job timing is only for 8 to 5, but they didn't provide me any like holidays, not any over like a part time. They did, and not only one leave. How can I manage?
Actually, I got the news that they will appoint some workers. So you will get help from those people. Uh, so your work pressure will afterwards will get less.
Yeah, I also heard from this, but they don't decide it. Okay, they just talk to that CEO, but they don't any any notice to give it to the CEO. But they only talk, yeah, I have to manage from or like worker, but they didn't decide it. It is not a one day's talk. It's I have faced so many issues, but they didn't listen to my that they didn't listen to my problems.
after some uh, After some days you will overcome this problem. See, our boss is also getting transfer, and after a few days, new workers will also appoint. So because and your work pressure will also get less. So please don't leave this job. And because of this pandemic, you will not get easily you won't get another job easily. So please be in this job. And simultaneously or ultimately you can look other job also. And if you get better job than this, no, you can quit this job, no problem.
Yeah, Swati, I know very well. But you know, I sent lots of CV also another company, and they think they have also called me for that interview, and that's why I think he switched to another organization. It's better option for me. You know.
Okay, so you have already given an interview. So
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
said, are they appointing you?
Yeah, they just suggest me. Okay, they already told me ki you have to join for the next month, and I'm pretty happy for that. That's why I'm just thinking switch to another organization.
And what about your salary? Here you are on a good post and you are getting good salary. Will they provide you a good salary
Yeah,
there?
yeah. They are
So
providing me a
if
lot.
they are
They are
providing,
providing. Yeah, they are
they
providing
are
me good
providing
salary.
good salary to you, and
Yeah.
it is means it is that job is comfortable to you, then you can quit this job. But I will
Yeah.
miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too, dear. I really miss you too. Thank you. I'm really thank you for your suggestion. I'm really thankful to you. I never forget you like my friend.
Always, because
Yeah,
you're my best friend, I'm
of
always there
course.
for
Me
you.
too. Me too. Thank you for your suggestion.
All
Thank you.
right, before this actually gets emotional, Swati and good conversation. I said I was always going to start crying now when the two
Oh
friends
my
were
god.
going to miss each other. So it was good, very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nice natural conversation. Rupa, you really sounded like you're fed up of the company and everything. And
Actually, ma'am, I'm really fed up.
I hope
Now
you
these
know,
days I'm really fed up. I just thinking, ma'am, I just switch another organization, ma'am.
I
Really.
only hope that no one from your company is listening to this or will listen to this.
No,
So
ma'am.
yeah. So anyways, it was a good conversation, guys. I've just written a couple of things here down very quickly for us to look at. So can you suggest me, Rupa? Again, you also
Yes,
use
ma'am.
this, but can you suggest me? Nahi bolungi na. Can you suggest something? Can you suggest
Something, yes.
how to manage this? Can you suggest what to do? कुछ
Yes.
आगे उसके लगाओ. Don't put a pronoun. Okay, after that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
because of COVID, because of the pandemic, ठीक है. See, I think one of you was trying to say there is no surety or there is no assurance whether you will get a job if you quit this job. So there is no surety, guarantee, assurance. You can use these kind of words. And Rupa, you were trying to say कि वो मुझे एकदम beginner की तरह treat करते हैं.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
They, even though I have been working here for so long, they treat me like a beginner. Or you can say they treat me like a novice. There's another word
Novice.
also. Novice is somebody who is very new to something. Okay, like a beginner. It's another word for beginner. Novice. You can also say newbie. They treat me like a newbie.
Newbie.
New employee sort of a thing. So you can use these kind of words: beginner, learner, novice, newbie, like that. Then you were trying to tell her, you always think about my good. You always think about my benefit. And they haven't taken any concrete decision. उन्होंने कुछ एकदम decision लिया नहीं है अभी तक, strong decision कि करने वाले कि नहीं, appoint करेंगे या नहीं. You can say they haven't taken any concrete decision yet. And they don't listen to me. Not they doesn't listen, but they don't.
They didn't. Yeah.
And I sent my resume to many organizations. That's fine. So just those little things, both of you. Swati, your sentence constructions also have improved a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. You're also speaking really well. Very nice.
Yeah, she is good, ma'am. She is good.
Both of you are doing well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Shwati.
Let's go
Welcome.
with Padma and Vaishnavi. Padma, are you here?
Yes,
Vaishnavi is also there.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Great. Let's start off with y'all. Who's going to be the one who has problems?
Yes, ma'am. My job problem, Padma suggestion to me. Okay.
Vaishnavi is going to be the one who has issues. Okay. Okay, Vaishnavi, you start then.
Hello, Padma ma'am. Yes, Vesna. How are you? Yes, ma'am. I'm fine. Ma'am, Why you are looking like nervous? What happened? yes, yes. Yeah. Can you suggest something like that? My job. It is not good situation.
What happened? Tell me something about your job. You face your problem in your office like this?
Yes, I'm 9:30 to 6:30 working. So, but my boss is not appreciate me. He doesn't like to my work, and he don't get me my response. So can you help me with my job?
Why he does not like your job? What happened? You do work very well, I know.
Yes,
But
I'm a fifth. Yes, but I'm very well. But my sir is problem. He cannot understand to me.
okay. Mm, tell me, any you have more problem ki like only one problem this?
No, only one and two problem
Okay.
in there my job. Yes,
Oh.
so yes. Can you suggestion me?
Then Vaishnavi, you know, every place has problems. Something we do not quit like job this because you solve that problem. You talk to your boss. What happened? I am doing work very well. Tell me about my work. How can I do my work? Because I do always good work, and I also you also do work time to time. Finish your work, right now.
Yes, yes. I'm asked to my sir. So yes, I'm asked, sir. I want this job because my financially situation is not good, and
Okay.
I'm very hardly work for every day. But my boss is very rudely behavior and not good salary. It is only 10,000 on per month. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think so. I'm quit this in job.
For my suggestion, like you do your work continuously, because if you told you have financially problem, that's why you ignore your boss and do your work well. And I think after some time uh, he understood with your problem, and he also started good behavior, will started. So I think this is not a much big problem. You do work, continue. I think
Okay.
very
Okay.
good for
Can you tell me? Means I'm quit this job and another company. Can I join?
first you search, because nowadays job is not very easy to search new job. Uh,
Yes, because my mom health is not good, and I'm so
that's why I told you,
yes,
you
yes,
continue
yes.
your job. It's better for you, and you side by use you do some other work, then you also solve your financial problem.
Yeah, I'm work a little bit in Instagram, social media. So,
Very
but
good.
it is yes, but it is not only yeah, but good. It is only 1,000 and 2,000
Uh,
per month, and my job salary is 10,000. So, it is yeah.
it's take time. Every work has take time. You do your best, and I think you definitely will success once. There's no problem if you have determined with yourself. You
Yeah.
can do well.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm trying to this. But okay, I'm not quitting job. I'm really hard work. But
Yes,
okay, I'm continue to my job. Okay, your
yes.
suggestion.
And you also one thing, you do meditation in the morning. That's why you have um, uh, feel you
Feel
have
better.
feeling good inside inner side, and you do work more well.
Yes, because yes, you are right, Padma. Man, my boss is very pressure for me. You know, my head every day. My head uh, to every
Yes.
day my head problem.
Uh, Okay, no problem. You will do continue, and it's my suggestion. Once you can do well.
Yes, okay. It is your suggestion. Okay, I'm continuing to job. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, because uh, another company, I'm not join, but I'm trying to do this now. To 20,000 and 25,000 salary I'm giving.
Okay.
All right, Padma and Vaishnavi will stop here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Padma, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. I hope you all can hear me. To our pro learners, I've sent the invite. Guys, please join. We have a topic on the subject-verb agreement, part 1. This topic is divided in 2 parts, actually. So it's the part 1 that we'll be covering, and tomorrow is the part 2.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Just a minute.
Sir, till what time we can say good afternoon, sir?
Generally is about 5. Generally it's 5. Post 5 be an evening.
Okay.
System is, yeah, that's fine. So part 1 is what we have here. Okay. Yes, guys, please join. I see some names. You all are trying to join, got disconnected. Please try again.
Sir, there is a lot of discussion, no, sir, on this topic. Good evening, good night, good morning. So many people say in different ways, no, sir.
It depends on your work timing as well, right? If someone's working
Yes, sir.
night shift, US shifts, US or global time zones, you
Even
wish.
some people say that even we can say good morning at night time also.
Yes, because if you're working in the US shifts, then that's the start of the day. So that'll be a good morning, isn't it?
Good morning, okay.
Start, let's say US time, New York time zone, whatever. Then you will be wishing your colleagues good morning at that time, whether it's 6:30 in the evening, 7, 8, whatever.
Sir, I think there is also one more point, sir, to say good morning, because if they say good night, they'll sleep. If they say good morning, no. So
Yes.
please be awake, don't sleep.
Please be awake. We have a long day.
This is not night. This is morning only.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is correct. The afternoon time zone generally from 12. I think 12 to 5 would probably be considered as an ideal time for afternoon hours. Generally, I mean, it's actually considered till 6 p.m. 6 in the afternoon, noon till 6. 12 to 6 is ideally considered it. I suppose 5 is reasonable. 6 probably be better to wish as evening, but yeah. Theoretically speaking, 12 to 6 is considered as the afternoon time. 6 onwards is considered the evening.
Okay, sir.
All right, let's start with the topic here. It says subject-verb agreement simply means, first slide, then we'll continue, simply means that the subject and the verb must be in agreement. Okay, Aryan, go ahead, read the first slide.
Subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement simply means the subject and verb must agree in number and person.
Agree and agreement, not agree, agreement. Okay.
Agreement.
Yes. So basically, subject-verb agreement means what? Simply means subject and verb must agree in number and person. Kitne, the number, count and the person. We'll look at this. Continue. Go ahead. Read the rule number 1. Go ahead, Aaron. Read the next slide.
So me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rule 1. A singular subject uses a singular verb and a plural subject uses a plural verb. Example, the list of items is on the table, list, and not items. The is the subject here and is the verb. Since list is singular, the verb form is also singular. Also, the verb agrees with the person. With first person pronouns of verb are used. With the second person forms. And with the third person forms.
Yes, so here it says a singular subject uses a singular verb and a plural subject uses a plural verb. Obviously, yes, the list of items is on the table. We don't say the list and not items, right? So the list of items says list is the subject here. Yes, obviously list is the subject here, not the items. And here and is the verb. Yes, correct. Since list is singular, the verb form is also singular. Yes, absolutely. The list and is. So the list of items is on the table. You don't say the list of items are. Why? Because here, what are we talking about? We are talking about the subject. So in this case, in this sentence, the subject is the list, not the item. Second, it says also the verb agrees with the person with the first person pronouns, first person pronouns, persons form of verbs are used, second person forms, and third person forms. We'll look at that as we continue. Okay, let's continue. Tarup, go ahead, read the next slide.
Understanding subjects. A subject comes before a phrase beginning with of. This is the key rule for understanding subjects. The word of is the culprit in many phrases. Perhaps most subject verb mistakes. Incorrect. A, a bouquet of yellow roses lend colors and fragrance to the room. Correct. A bouquet of yellow roses lends bouquet, the subject lends, the roses don't lend.
Yeah. Yes, so going back to the previous one where it says the first person, second person thing, I've just typed it for the reference of our learners. First person is the I and we perspective, second person is the you perspective, and the third person is the he, she, it, they, we perspective. Okay. So here it says understanding subjects comes from a phrase beginning with of. This is a key rule for understanding subjects. The word of is the culprit in many, perhaps most subject verb mistakes. Yes, that can also create a mistake, create confusion. For example, Tarup, can you read the two sentences again? Incorrect and correct.
A bouquet of yellow roses lend color and fragrance to the room. A bouquet of yellow roses lends bouquet, the subject lends, the roses don't lend.
Why?
Because here we are talking about bouquet, which is singular. That's why we have to use lends and not lend.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense here. If you say lends, so correct. The incorrect usage will be a bouquet of yellow roses lend color. Yellow roses lends color. Okay, so a bouquet here in this case is a subject that lends something. So singular subject, the plural here. Okay. Good. We'll look at some examples. Just give me a minute, guys. Still adding some of our learners. Okay, I think it's fine. Shubha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, read the next slide. Answer.
First one, sir. Everyone wants to know the name of the newborn baby.
Correct. Absolutely. Right. Everyone wants to know the name of the newborn baby. Everyone here. Clubbing everyone together into one is everyone. Sub, right? Everyone. Yeah, good.
Sir,
Yeah.
not use this one.
Sentence पढ़िए आप. Sentence क्या लिखा है?
Everyone to know the name of the newborn baby.
Newborn baby. Why? Can anyone tell? Can anyone explain why want is not right in terms of the grammar rule?
Sir, everyone is third person singular. That's why we should use the singular verb once.
Correct. And what is the meaning of everyone? Everyone means what? Collectively, together. Hare. Yes, that's correct. So that's why here you will need to use wants and not want. Okay. All right. Just a minute. I think it's okay. Just give me a minute, guys. There's some issue with maybe the connection. I will quickly check something. You guys can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. Maris, can you hear me? Maris, can you hear me? Go ahead, read the next slide. We were on page 5. Okay. Maris, I'm not able to hear you. Can you hear me? आपका connection check कीजिए. I'll come back to you. Manju, go ahead, read the next slide.
Yes, sir. Rule number 2. If two subjects are joined by and, they typically require a plural verb form. Example, the cow and the pig are jumping over the moon. A car and a bike are my means of transportation. Exception, the verb is singular if the two subjects separated by and refer to the same person or thing. Red beans and rice is my mom's favorite dish. Red beans and rice represent a single dish. The bed and breakfast was charming.
Good, thank you. Yes, here it says if two subjects are joined by and, they typically require a plural verb form. Okay. So the cow and the pig are. Here we are talking about two together, right? So both of them together here. Car and a bike are my means of transportation. मतलब मैं इन दो चीजों को use करता हूँ for my travel as means of transportation. The car and a bike. There is an exception though. The verb is singular if the two subjects are separated by and refer to the same person or thing. Now, in this case, when you look at this sentence, rice, beans, and rice. Red beans and rice is my favorite. Is my mom's favorite dish. Now, this particular sentence compared to the other one, what is the difference between the two sentences? Why is this an exception? Can anyone tell me? Because red beans and rice represent one dish, single dish. Okay, that's why we use is in this case and not are. The first two examples mentioned, the cow and the pig are jumping over the moon. A car and a bike are my means of transportation. ये जो है ये दो अलग अलग चीजों को साथ में यूज किया है and mentioned as connected, joined using and. However, in the second thing, in the exception example, the red beans and rice and the bread and breakfast come together like B&B. For accommodation, that's a very common term used. B&B is available, meaning bed and breakfast. Rice, red beans and rice. So ये दो चीजें जो है इनको एक साथ use किया है. They have been clubbed together as one dish And the second one, a bed and breakfast, was charming, basically is combined together as a means of accommodation, basically. So that's why in this case, you will use the singular and not the plural. Okay, that's the difference. Clear? Anyone has any doubt about this explanation here? We'll look
Sir,
at some
what's the
examples, of
meaning
course.
of
Yeah.
the bed and breakfast was charming?
Basically, bed and breakfast is a term that is used
Sir, how are you?
when you refer to accommodation, like travel, for example. So B&B, I'm sure you know Airbnb these days is very popular. Airbnb is very popular in Europe now. In India also is very popular. Airbnb. So B&B is nothing but bed and breakfast. जहाँ पर एक accommodation provide किया जाता है where breakfast is also included. Now, bed and breakfast can also mean like you're sharing a property, like dorms, for example, 4 bed in a room. You're sharing the room with others, 6 bed dorm, basically like that. So that is an accommodation provided for travelers. So that's the B&B. Was charming basically means that it was excellent. It was wonderful. The stay was beautiful. It met all the requirements of the speaker. That's what it is. Okay. All right.
Sir, you're saying about complimentary breakfast?
No, sir.
Yes, that's correct. That is called bed and breakfast, where the concept includes your bed as well as. Yes, Wasim.
Yes.
Puche, do you have a question? Go ahead.
If two subjects are joined, B and they typically.
He interrupts every time like this only, sir.
Wasim, एक second. कोई सवाल है आपको? Do you have a question? कोई सवाल पूछना है आपको? वसीम, आपको कुछ सवाल पूछना है तो पूछिए आप. पूरा स्लाइड मत पढ़िए. मैं इंडिविजुअली लोगों को बोलता हूँ स्लाइड पढ़ने के लिए. सो आपको कुछ सवाल है तो पूछिए. यू हैव अ डाउट?
ओके सर.
अगर आप पूछ रहे हो कि पहले सेंटेंस का रूल का मतलब क्या है, तो उसका मतलब यह है कि दो अलग सब्जेक्ट जिनके बारे में हम बात करते हैं उसे सब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. सो अगर दो सब्जेक्ट्स को हम ज्वाइन करते हैं एंड यूज करके, यू एंड आई, द काउ एंड द पिग, द कार एंड द बाइक, ये दो अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स को हमने ज्वाइन किया है, इसलिए यहां पर हम एक प्लूरल वर्ब यूज करेंगे, दैट इज आर. ओके, सो द कार एंड बाइक आर, द काउ एंड द पिग आर. हाउएवर, जब हम दो सब्जेक्ट्स को एक साथ में क्लब करते हैं, ज्वाइन करके यूज करते हैं, जैसे यहां पर दिया है रेड बीन्स एंड राइस एंड बेड एंड ब्रेकफास्ट, इनको एक साथ क्लब किया है, तो यहां पे हम सिंगुलर वर्ब यूज करेंगे. ओके, दैट्स द एक्सप्लेनेशन. गॉट इट? क्लियर? Okay, that was a question. Wasim, please be on mute. Please be on mute.
No, sir, no question.
You're asking about the bed and breakfast. Yes, that's a concept that is used in terms of accommodation for travelers. Okay.
I was saying the complimentary breakfast.
Yes, that's included. That's why it's called B&B. It's called B&B means bread and breakfast. Go ahead, read the next one. Karthik, read the sentence and determine if it's right or wrong.
Sir, correct, sir. Pair of gloves, singular.
Read the sentence.
The pair of gloves isn't mine is a correct sentence.
Because?
Because pair of gloves is considered as a singular thing.
Correct. One singular entity. That's why the pair of gloves cannot be aren't mine. It has to be isn't mine. Okay. Correct. Meera, go ahead. Read the next one.
The stars and the strips fly over the court building.
Read the sentence again.
The stairs and strips fly.
Stripes.
The star and stripes fly over the court building.
आराम से पढ़िए, क्लियरली पढ़िए. प्लूरल है वहां पर प्लूरल पढ़िए, जहां पे नहीं है प्लूरल वहां मत पढ़िए. The stars and stripes fly over the court building. ये सेंटेंस. So now tell me whether it's correct or no.
No, correct.
Not correct. Why? Why is it not right? Correct the sentence if you think it's not right.
The stars and strips fly over the court building.
नहीं है वो, stripes.
Stripes, sorry. Stars and stripes.
Sir, stripes means American flag. What meaning of?
I'll explain once again. What is the mistake in terms of the topic that we are discussing? First, answer that. The stars and stripes fly over the court building.
सर प्लूरल है ये सर.
Plural है तो क्या होना चाहिए?
Sir,
ये
the
together.
star and stripe fly over the court building.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That's your. Anyone else? Why is this incorrect? This sentence.
Sir, it's considered as plural, sir. Stars different, stripes different.
The stars and stripes.
Stars and stripes is what?
Sorry.
Means what?
Stars and stripes are singular entity. That's why we are using. Both
Sir,
are in the
it
sky.
represents.
It represents what? She just mentioned. American.
Sir, it represents the flag of America.
Guys, one person. Guys, please, one person at a time. It's difficult for me to hear 2-3 people talking at the same time. There's a lot of sound in the background as well. Yes, you all are right. 2-3 of you all answered that this represents the national flag of the US.
USA, sir.
Yes, that's correct. So what the stars and stripes fly over या flies over the court building होना चाहिए.
Sir, flies.
Correct. Why? Because it is used here as what?
Sir, here it is used as plural, but it should be used as singular entity.
Because it is about flag, sir.
Yes, it is about a flag. Even here, it is not used as a plural. It is used as singular. It's just that you need to decode the meaning of that word. That's it. So the stars and stripes basically means the US flag. So that's why the flag will always be one. So that's why you will either say the stars and stripes flies in the battle or flew in the battle. So this will be used as the singular entity. So that's why this is not correct. It should have been flies, okay, or flew.
Yes,
flies or flew over the court building. Okay. Good. Thank you. Jatin, go ahead. Read the next one.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gray and Mr. Lawrence believe that class time is precious and should not be wasted because of someone's immature prank.
Very good. One year, Mr. Gray and Lawrence together they believe. So that's why here we are talking about what? As a duo, both of them together. That's why. Okay. Good. Ajmol, go ahead. Read the next one.
Yes,
next slide.
Two singular subjects connected by or either or.
Slow. Go slow. A little fast. Go slow.
Two singular subjects connected by or either, nor or neither, nor require a singular verb. Example: my aunt or my uncle is arriving by train today. Of the two, only one person is arriving. Neither Amy or nor Jennifer is available. Either Catherine or Lisa is helping today with stage decoration.
Very good. Here it's simple logic. क्या बात कर रहे हैं? या तो ये या तो वो. तो किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? हम individually लोगों को देख रहे हैं, right? So my aunt or my uncle is arriving by train. अगर दोनों साथ में आते थे, then you would say that my uncle and aunt are arriving by train today. अगर दोनों साथ आते. But here the speaker is saying that of the two, only one person is arriving. So when you talk about one, obviously here we are talking about a singular verb in this case. So refer to the closest one, the closest noun, the noun closest to the verb, which is what? Uncle, singular. Neither Amy nor Jennifer is available. So not Amy or Jennifer, दोनों में से कोई भी available नहीं है. Either Catherine or Lisa is helping today with stage decorations. Either Catherine or Lisa, दोनों में से एक. So obviously here again we are referring to a singular entity. That's why you use is. Simple. We'll look at examples where sometimes the noun can be, the second noun can also be a plural. We'll look at that. Okay. We might have some more examples related to that. Okay. Let's continue. Vaishnavi, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Yes, sir. Neither Katin nor Nelly are performing at the concert. It is correct, sir.
Not correct. Singular. क्या पढ़ा यहाँ पर हमने? Two singular subjects connected by or, either or, neither, nor require a singular verb. Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus, I think that's the last name, the two artists, pop artists. Neither Katy nor Miley is performing at the concert. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Singular. Anyone has any doubt about this? Miley Cyrus, yes, I was right. So Miley Cyrus, the artist. So neither Katy Perry nor Miley at the concert. Here हम individually बात करें. ना तो वो perform कर रही है, ना ही वो perform कर रही है. कोई और ही perform कर रहा है. So that's why the sentence is incorrect, because here it's used, are is used here in place of is. So it's wrong. Okay. All right. Thank you. Dipali, go ahead. Read the next one.
Either Winnie is fine. Thank you. First one, sir. Correct.
Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Yes. So either wine is fine. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Why is this correct, Diwali?
Sir, they are saying either. So either means one. That's why it is correct.
Correct.
Is
Either.
correct. Verb is.
Very good. Let's say, for example, if I ask you, say, would you like a wine? I would say the person replies yes. Red or white? The person replies either wine is fine. Thank you. So या तो red या white दोनों में से कोई भी चलेगी. So that's why it's singular here in this case. So either wine is fine. So this obviously refers to red or white. That's it. So either wine is fine is probably a reply given when someone was offered choice. So either is fine. Okay. Good. So that's the individual singular entity that you are referring to. Correct. Chandan, go ahead. Read the next one. Next slide.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Go ahead. Thank you. Yeah.
The verb in an or either or neither or nor sentence agrees with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Example: neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. Second, neither the serving bowl nor the plates go on that shelf. Go.
Shelf. Shelf is how we pronounce it.
Yes.
Neither the serving bowl nor the plates go on that shelf.
Okay. That shelf. Yes. The rule can lead to bumps in the road. Example: if I is on of the two subject, it could lead to this odd sentence.
Go ahead.
Neither see my friends nor I am going to the festival. If possible, it's best to reward such grammatically correct but awkward sentences.
Awkward sentences.
Awkward sentences. Right. Better, neither see I nor my friends are going to the festival, or see my friends and I are not going to the festival.
Very good. Thank you. Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, that this is an example that we will come across where we will talk about the verb. You know, we'll talk about the verb that is in agreement. Okay. So with the closest one. So here the closest noun basically. So the verb in and or, either or, neither nor sentences agrees with the noun or the pronoun closest to it. ये मैंने पहले कहा था that these are the examples. Neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. So goes agrees with what? Here in this case, closest is serving bowl. Serving bowl is what? Is a singular entity here in this case. Neither the serving bowl nor the plates go on that shelf. Go यहाँ पर किससे agree करता है? Closest से. So plates is the closest, plural. Obviously, you'll use go with this. So always remember, whenever in doubt, just look at the sentence, try and understand which is the closest noun or pronoun, and you'll understand that it's not very difficult to know which is the correct usage of the verb in this case. Okay. This rule can lead to bumps in the road. This basically means sometimes there can be a confusion when there are multiple subjects involved. So that's what it states. It says if I is one of the two or more subjects, two or more meaning multiple subjects, it could lead to this odd sentence. Like, for example, neither she, my friends, nor I am going to the festival. I don't think anything is wrong with the sentence. This, although it may seem awkward, I feel it's perfectly fine. If possible, it's better to reword such grammatically sentences, but awkward sentences. So the better way of saying this would be neither she, I agree. I agree that the first one's a little awkward, but the second one is a better sentence. Neither she, you put the person, neither she, I, nor my friends are going to the festival, or neither. But I, again, have a problem with the sentence. Why? Because you are using I as a personal pronoun before the friends. So avoid that. My suggestion is avoid that sentence. Use the last one. She, my friends, and I are not going to the festival. This is the best sentence. The easiest way to say this is the last one. Yes?
But last one is not used neither, either any.
Not लिखा है ना?
Yes, sir, not.
लिखा है, तो मतलब तो वही है ना, without changing the meaning. You rephrase the sentence. वही तो कहा है, reword का मतलब क्या है? Rephrase the sentence. That's correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Meaning change नहीं किया है आपने meaning change नहीं किया है, आपने just you've reword the sentence, so it's fine, you can. So what the slide basically is telling you to do is, as a suggestion, telling you to keep it simple. Whenever in doubt, try and minimize the error, keep it simple and reword the sentence. So neither she, my friends, nor I am going to the festival. I don't find anything awkward in this sentence, to be honest with you, but yeah, some may find it awkward. So rather than saying that, the simplest way of saying this is she, my friends, and I are not going to the festival. Simple. You can keep it simple and convey the meaning, express this without changing the meaning of the sentence. That's what it states. Okay. Go ahead, Soumya, read the next one.
Neither my dad nor my brothers know how to ski.
Very good. Ski is the winter sport. Neither my dad nor my brothers. Your brothers is the closest noun here in this case, pronoun. So you would use no. So correct. Very good answer. It cannot be no's. It has to be no. Good. Ajanta, go ahead. Read the next one.
Yes, sir. Neither of and either of are followed by a plural noun, pronoun, and a singular or plural verb. A plural verb, however, is more informal. Example, neither of our parents speak a foreign language.
Either of are followed by a plural noun or pronoun and a singular or plural verb. Plural verb, however, is more informal. Correct. So neither of my parents speak or speaks a foreign language. Both are correct in this case. Why? Why do you think both are correct in this case? Why?
I don't know, sir.
Anyone? Why is this correct? Both the sentences are correct. Think logically. When you say neither of my parents.
Singular.
Yeah. Sorry?
Yes, sir.
No, go ahead. If you're saying something, go ahead. That's fine.
Sir, parents is singular, na, sir. So
doubt नहीं, आप explain कीजिए क्यों, why is this example correct? I want someone to explain to me why is this example correct? Neither of my parents speaks or speak a foreign language. Why is this both can be used here in this case?
Sir, may I say, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, actually, when we use neither,
Can use both.
I also told the same way, no?
You confused it by, in reference to jumbling up the neither as well as the parents. So keep it, to look at it in a separate way. First, what are we doing? Here there is a negation, right? So here what you are doing is basically you're combining the two. Speaks. Yes. Speaks. Singular, plural, right? Speaks. Speaks a foreign language. Here in this case, neither of. So the moment you say neither of, iska matlab kya hai? In terms of the sentence, you are talking about individually the parents and combining the parents together as well. Both. दोनों को यहाँ पर address किया है. That's why. Okay. We'll look at some examples. It'll probably come with more examples like these. Okay. Reena, go ahead. Read the next slide. Reena, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The determiners each, every, everyone, anybody, either, neither, no one, nobody, and many should be followed by a singular noun and a singular verb. Example: many a man has host his life at sea.